This song goes out to the listeners. Stay tuned to Wush and Boon, 'cause you have nothing better to do. Listen to these retards speak about things they have no clue about. Maybe you will laugh a bit when Booney's dog has to take a shit. If you want to kill yourself, just call Boon, he'll give some help. Stay tuned to Wush and Boon, because you have nothing better to do. Listen to these retards speak, or laugh at Boon when he tries to think. It's a party, you're invited. Get real drunk and real excited. Stay tuned to Wush and Boon, 'cause you have nothing better to do.
Previously on Wush and Boon.
How would you be so surprised by that, though? It's like, if you really truly think about it, and a lot of the things that go on in this world, is it really that hard to believe that some fucking scientist figured out how to fuck with people's heads and make them do things they don't want to do if they're under the influence of some type of drug?
No, that's fucking totally easy to believe, and it's actually been recorded. It's fact. Shittiest fucking calls.
Ruffy, what do you expect to get out of just calling over and over again? Is that a condition of yours where you have to just keep the phone up to your head?
I guess you know what it is. Like when you hang up on me, I feel like I get pissed off. I'm like, shit, you can't hang up on me. It's bullshit. So I get angry and I call back.
It's a fucking radio show. We're trying to like move along and talk about different shit.
You ever call a radio show before and then they just hang up on you?
Oh, constantly.
Okay, thank you for your call, sir.
Oh, stop it. No, that's rude, man.
I saw an article where a guy accidentally sent a video of him fucking a dog to his ex-girlfriend.
Oh, I don't want to see the video.
All right.
Wow, that must have broke up the relationship, right?
No, they broke up, and then on accident, he filmed himself fucking his dog, and then on accident he texted it.
That happens.
He texted it to her on accident.
Yeah, well, it happens. Oh, that was text wasn't meant for you.
I swear to God, it's real.
We better not see the dog getting fucked. I don't want to see that.
No, you don't see that.
Thank God.
You just see a stock photo of a dog that he might most likely fucked.
So, Boon's like, fuck you. Who the fuck are you? And he gets drunk, and he starts spreads his ass cheeks and starts jumping around the fire, singing, ho-ya, 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 ho-ya. So my older brother takes a raw chicken wing covered in barbecue sauce and jams it right up his asshole. So Booney freaks the fuck out and whips it into the woods. And then my older brother went and retrieved it from the woods, put it back on the grill, and served it to him. I told him after he ate it.
You just ate my ass, or your own ass.
Yeah, he did.
That's disgusting. See, that's why I would never go camping with you guys. I hear stories about Booney ripping his dick out and whipping it around, touching people with it.
Yeah, incestual insertion.
Sexual insert. You ate your own brother's ass?
No.
He told that story when you went away from the microphone.
Yeah, because he's a fucking coward.
He said that you were in the woods and that you guys, like you and your older brother, don't get along. So he was mad at you, and you threw a piece of chicken in the woods. So then he picked it, he found it, and then put it on his asshole. And then cooked it and then made you eat it and didn't tell you until after.
What happened was, all the brothers went out camping. And my older brother's a control freak. right? And Chuck Steak has always been his minion, his fucking underling, right? Yes, sir. No, sir kind of shit. Really weird. And I've always been the guy who's been like, go fuck yourself. Like, I'll fight you. Like, I don't give a fuck. You're not telling me what to do, dickhead. I think I was 18 years old or something, 17 years old. So I'm like, yeah. He's like, you can stay up. Points to Chuck's like, you gotta go to bed. You can't drink anymore. I'm like, yeah, fuck you. How about them apples? So me and him get into like a scuffle, and I start busting his balls by like dancing my ass around the fire. Right? I'm going, hiya, 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 with my balls swinging and shit in his face, fucking trying to get him to fight me.
Yeah.
And he fucking picks up a chicken wing off the grill. It was like a raw chicken wing. And he jams it between my ass cheeks as hard as he can. So I go, what the fuck? And I went to go throw it at him, and I threw it and it just went way to the fucking woods. And I guess when I went to go take a piss, one of those creeps went and fucking found it and cooked it. And was like, hey, are you hungry? Here, we got some more chicken wings, chicken legs. So I'm like, yeah, I'll have one of those chicken legs. And I ate the chicken leg that was shoved in my ass.
And he didn't tell you until afterwards? Did he ever tell you?
They told me like a year later.
A year later? They don't say right after you eat it that you just ate your own asshole?
No, I think they did tell me I ate my own asshole immediately after I ate the chicken wing, the chicken leg.
That's the type of that's one of the main reasons why I'd be afraid to hang out with you guys.
We are fucking crazy, man. I think there's something wrong with us.
That's not you eat a piece of chicken and he shoved chicken in his asshole, like, and dicks
no, he
are
shoved
coming
chicken
out.
in my ass.
Oh.
It's not in my, it didn't like, I wasn't fucking butt raped by a chicken leg. It was between my cheeks. It was a good jab.
Chuck, I thought Chuck said that he put it in his own ass and then fed it to you.
No, I was dancing my ass around the fire. So they grabbed a raw chicken leg. My older brother grabbed a raw chicken leg. And while I was dancing my ass around the fire, I shoved the chicken leg between my butt cheeks. And I grabbed it and tried to throw it at him and missed. And it went into the woods. And I went to go take a piss or something, and those assholes went and got the chicken leg, and they cooked it. And they're like, here, have this chicken leg. I'm like, oh, sure, I'll have another chicken leg. And so I ate the chicken leg that was between my butt cheeks. But it was cooked.
Ugh. Yeah, but you guys, like, you've told stories of where you've, ripped your dick out and, like, put it on people's cheeks.
No, people will be sitting all around the fire, sitting in, I never put it on the bare skin, right? People will be sitting around the fire and somebody's telling a real serious story about something, and I'm just resting my dick on their shoulder, and they don't know, and everyone's trying to keep a straight face, and they just keep talking.
But it's like, in story form, it's funny to in hindsight. But if I was actually there and you were taking your dick out and like trying to put it on me, I would get violent.
Well, these are people I've known for like 20 plus years.
I don't care.
Yeah, well, I mean,
even if it was my brother or someone I was friends with forever, if they put their dick on me,
the people who can't handle me have obviously been phased out through those 20 years. So
just with faint memories of dicks on their cheeks.
Yeah, that was it. They couldn't take me. Some people just cannot fucking stand me. They just can't take me.
Just imagine that, like when someone asks one of your former friends why they don't talk to you anymore. He took his dick out and put it on my cheek.
Yeah. I was ice
face.
fishing once with a bunch of buddies. And we had to go out of the ice fishing cabin. It's like this wooden fucking shitty little wooden shack with like a little teeny wood stove, and you got holes in the ice. And we're jigging for smelt, which is in brackish water on this river. It's kind of fucking crazy. But every time you have to piss, you have to go outside the ice fishing shack. And one of the times I went out, there was a hole in the shack. There was like a knot out of this pine board. So I put my dick through the fucking hole in the knot in the pine board and started fucking pissing. I started pissing onto the ice, like, hey, what the hell? We sprung a leak. What's going on? They couldn't tell because it was so dark. And then they figured it out. Yeah. It's fun, though. It's all for a laugh. And yes, and I've puked on my friend's foot on purpose once, too.
Yeah. That's gross. I don't know, man. I get it. I get the humor in it, but it just, I don't know. I just wouldn't want someone's dick. I wouldn't even want to see what my friend's dick looks like.
Yeah, I get naked every time I go camping too, and just kind of sit there and drink beer, walk around.
Wait, so
And then
you're drunk doing this stuff? That's even weirder. Like if I was drunk and dicks were coming out, that's dangerous.
I've done it sober.
You shouldn't admit that though.
It's just, you only live once. YOLO. That's why I got so much YOLO swag.
Jesus Christ. I have something really funny for you. It's almost ridiculous at this point. But
Oh dear.
Here you go.
Okay. 3 more women accuse Bill Cosby of sexual assault. No shit. How many does that bring the grand total to?
I think we're at 40 something, 43.
So it's more than 40 women.
Protests are planned for Cosby's next show in Atlanta on May 2nd. 3 more women have publicly come forward with accusations that Bill Cosby sexually assaulted them in the 1970s and 80s when they were in their 20s. And these stories all are the same. It's like they were playing some sort of game with him, or they were in his hotel room, and he just slipped something in their drink, and the next thing they remember is that their vision goes blurry and they wake up with like their pants off or something.
Bill.
It's come on, man. Now we're in the 40s.
Hey, Bill, listen, I hope this message gets to you somehow because I care for you as an entertainer and I want the right thing for you. And I know the type of pain you're going through. I can only assume the type of pain you're going through. No, I don't know personally because I've never raped over 40 women.
Yeah, but here's it says, on the night of the alleged assault, Kinney, who was 24 at the time, said a friend invited her to a house for a pizza party. There, she says Cosby offered her 2 pills. Strange already. Like, why would you accept pills from Bill Cosby? I thought it must be okay, she said. Bill Cosby said it was. She woke up later in the living room area on the couch with her jeans unzipped and her blouse open and remembered Cosby bringing her upstairs to the bedroom.
I wonder what the fuck he does to them when they're out.
Wait. The following morning, she woke up next to a naked Cosby who was touching her belly and genital area. Ugh. And then wait. Before she walked out the front door, Cosby said, "This is between you and me," and put his finger to his mouth and made a shh sign.
Ugh. That's like the quintessential creep fucking slime ball move right there, man. That's something out of the movies.
Oh my God.
Well, so listen, Bill, if this message gets to you, and I hope it does, helium. Your body doesn't know the difference between helium and oxygen. If you go to Home Depot and get one of those respirator masks and find a tube, we're talking $5, and then you buy a $15 tank of helium from an iParty store and hook it all up and just breathe the helium in. You can kill yourself, no problem. It won't hurt one bit. Do that, Bill.
Yeah,
Save whatever little fucking face you got, write the biggest apology you can, and off yourself with helium live on cam for the world to see. And all will be forgiven, and your legacy will maintain true and shiny, and you'll maintain the sheen on your legacy, the high gloss sheen you so desire.
Yeah, well, anyway, he said that a lot of people are angry that he's not faced any charges for this. So I did some research to see like how maybe he was pulling that off, and I came across something pretty weird. Check this out.
Was it the statute of limitations thing? Or?
You have reached the automated Bill Cosby rape hotline. If you are one of the 43 women, please stay on the line.
This is Bill Cosby, and if I raped you and you're one of the women's, then state your name clearly with the bibbity boopity, and 40,000's the best I can do. You should receive a check in 4 to 6 weeks. Thank you.
If you do not receive a check in 4 to 6 weeks, then please call us back at your earliest convenience.
See?
So there's a little elevator music at the end, too, to calm them down. You've been really brushing up on your Bill Cosby, I see.
I didn't get to finish that. I wanted to like put it on my phone and then play it off the phone and record it into the mic so it sounded like it was off a telephone.
Oh, you gotta do that.
I didn't have a chance to do that. It would have made it a little bit better, but
so much better.
you get the idea.
And it would have made your Bill Cosby impression sound better because it would have muffled it a little bit.
Yeah. Well, no, that was real. That is actually.
No,
Bill Cosby.
yes, that's what I meant. I would have meant, yeah, you know.
That's his hotline. If he raped you, 40 grand is waiting.
You know, that's some pretty big news. Is this an exclusive to the Wush and Boon show that we have that tape? I mean, that's pretty big stuff.
Yeah, that number is not publicly listed. It's
you shouldn't share the number.
Private. Yeah, it's a pretty big deal. I mean, that is the way that he's been keeping them at bay. If you guys were wondering.
Well, if they got paid, then they got paid. They should shut their mouths.
Well, say this: if you got raped by Bill Cosby and you were a woman, would you accept? Let's say 40 grand's all right, but let's say it's like $100,000. Would you keep your mouth shut for that 100 grand?
Fuck no.
Why not?
Because you fucking drug these women. Imagine that, waking up and like coming out of a fucking daze and seeing that naked, slimy bastard with a boner covered in jizz, just sitting there playing with himself, and your fucking pants are off, and your butthole's filled with cum, and your fucking pussy's filled with cum, and it's just spilling out of you. And he had his way for you for fucking 8 hours?
Yeah, but let's just think about the women that did come forward and said, okay, he raped me, and look what happened. Nothing happened to him. He's still doing fucking stand-up. He's got his career going just as it was before, if not more so, because he wasn't doing stand-up for a while, and now he's back into it after the fact. So what did that really do?
Yeah, big fucking family, man.
100 grand would probably be better.
You ought to be fucking ashamed of yourself, Bill. And everyone who is affiliated with Bill Cosby, his promoters, his agent, his wife, anyone who pays this man a dime to perform, to speak, to lecture, y'all should be fucking ashamed of yourselves. He's a serial fucking rapist. I don't think there's any question about that right now, right? Is that even under question right now?
If it was 2 or 3 women, then maybe I'd say, okay, maybe these women are just trying to fuck with him. When you get into 43 fucking women, dude, that's like unheard of. At this point, it has to be. It has to be true. There's no way it's not true unless all these women are just that fucked up.
Imagine some bright-eyed fucking daydreamer, some little girl wants to make it in fucking Hollywood and stumbles across Bill, and he takes her up for a few beers just to talk about the industry and how he's going to help her out. And then she wakes up fucking covered in gross jizz. Oh, she's like, what happened? She wakes up with this headache and he's sitting there masturbating over her fucking head. Oh, so repulsive.
Did I show you the proof of
what the... That is disgusting. So what is that mathematical equation about the rape juice molecule?
Yeah, see, it's Exhibit A. And you actually, if you zoom in on his eyeball, you can actually see the rape juice molecule in his eye. Because he squirted in his own eye.
That's what happened to his eye. He was going to squirt his little secret bottle into the fucking drink. Yeah. And there was like a hole in the bottle, and the pressure went, nailed the eye. That's what happened. And that mathematical equation says semen over Spanish fly, pi plus 2. Yeah. So
I don't know what the E does, but it's R-A-P.
Epsilon.
And then an epsilon, yeah. So rape epsilon.
Oh,
Semen over Spanish fly, pi.
And then two.
Or whatever that is.
Roman. Well, that makes sense because that's a mathematical equation for rape juice in the eye and then fucking your eye up.
And you see his shirt, his sweatshirt?
Yes, Harvard, of course.
Yeah, but no, Harvard look very closely. Look very closely.
Yeah. Oh.
Look closer.
Oh. Rape. I would have never fucking caught that. I knew it looked a little off. It's like, it's not wrinkled enough. I just couldn't see the shop. And it's slightly askew, It
won't let me zoom in on Twitter for some reason, but I actually sent that to Bill Cosby.
Oh my God, you did?
It's time to tell the truth, Bill Cosby.
Fucking great. I gotta retweet that, dude. I don't even sign on to Twitter, but I will just to retweet that. I only sign on to Twitter to read Podtrash and Joey Boots and a few other tweeters who I think are hilarious. And there's some really funny fucking tweeters out there.
I had another one, and I think it was deleted. Hold on. Oh no, because Twitter does this weird thing where they separate your replies.
Oh yeah, I know. I can never find my shit.
Here it is. It's his response to the rape.
Every closed eye is not sleeping. Every open eye is not seeing. Bill Cosby.
That's a real quote from him.
Finally responding to the allegations of rape. So that explains a little foreshadowing to like what happened to his eye.
You know what? There was actually another clip, like, you know the usual clip they play where it's his old stand-up thing, and he's like, Spanish fly and all that bullshit. He did even worse than that. He was on one of the late night talk shows, and he actually explains how to use the Spanish fly.
What the fuck? Do you have it ready?
I think it was on. No, hold on. I just saw it. I forget what show I was watching though.
So he explains how he rapes women with drugs, with date rape drugs.
Bill Cosby.
And date rape drug is such a fucking like nice term, like a real fluffy, puffy term that's really nice and subtle. Date rape. He's drugging women like a serial killer and fucking raping them for like hours on end.
Larry King, I think it was.
Fuck are these?
I want to show my panel a fascinating interview we found from 1991. Bill Cosby was on CNN promoting a book. He tells an interesting story. Take a look.
Anderson Cooper.
Spanish fly was the thing that all boys from age 11 on up to death, we will still be searching for Spanish fly. That's right. And
Larry knows.
The old story was if you
Larry remembers.
Hold on.
On the head of a pin. And you put it in a drink.
Coca-Cola. Don't matter.
It doesn't make it, and the girl would drink it, and
she's yours.
Hello, America.
Are you listening to this?
Holy fuck, man! If that's not an admission of guilt, what is? Do you know what Spanish fly is?
It's like horny goat weed.
No, it's not, dude. It's a toxic fucking chemical. It's basically the most powerful date rape drug in the world. In the fucking world.
There's two different kinds because there's like a commercial version of it.
It's not even a date rape drug, dude. It's a drug you can fucking like sedate people and fucking kidnap them or kill them or do whatever the fuck you want.
Like chloroform.
Exactly. It's just like chloroform. It's no different. You're fucking drugging someone and then assaulting them. You
know what's so weird about this? I think it's sort of a product of its time where back then, them talking about it, it was almost like, yeah, I'm a cool cat. I put a little Spanish fly on a pinhead and put it in a drink and the girl's out. Woo, you know what happens. Like, that was like part of their generation, I think, to where it was normal. And now it's not until the end of his career, he's looking back and realizing, I fucking raped and assaulted over 40 women in my lifetime. And back then, I thought it was okay. Like, they thought it was cool.
Larry King is just sitting... Larry King is a lobotomized moron.
Larry's agreeing with him and explaining it, too. Look, he says Hold on. He says the same fucking shit. He's like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. And he even, like, finishes his sentence.
Spanish fly was the thing that all boys from age 11 on up to death, we will still be searching for Spanish fly. That's right. And what was the old story was if you took a little drop, it was on the head of a pin. That's right. And drop you put it in a Coca-Cola. Don't matter. It doesn't make
drop it in the
Coca-Cola.
Girl would
drink it and she's yours. Hello, America.
And she's yours.
Yeah, but Larry is just sitting there going, oh, yeah. He's just agreeing with Bill. Oh, here's a legend.
He finished his fucking sentence. Bill Cosby goes, you know the old story where you put it on the head of and then Larry goes, a pin, and then you put it in the Coca-Cola, and then she's yours.
I know, but Larry King is such a lobotomized moron that he just would just finish. Who couldn't finish that sentence? You know where he's going with it. But in the back of Larry's head, he's going, Jesus Christ, this guy's a fucking animal.
Or Larry has done the same thing.
Or Larry's done the same. And Larry's had, what, 15 wives, 16?
Look at, you're telling me you look at Larry King, you don't say, this guy is definitely a creep and has assaulted some woman in a dark alley somewhere. He looks like a fucking goblin.
I bet Larry King has sexually assaulted a minor. Allegedly.
Whoa.
Allegedly. Jeez, you can't say that shit, can you?
I don't think so.
I was just kidding. This show is parody.
Defaming of character.
This show is all satire. It's all parody. All of this show. I'm disclaiming right now. But on
Put us
that
in
note,
jail.
yeah, Larry King's a pedophile.
Yeah, that Larry King with his fucking suspenders. Anyone who wears suspenders definitely molested someone in their life.
Hey, dude, every time I wear a suit, I use suspenders
That's how
instead
you
of a
keep your
belt.
dick up. The fucking suspenders.
I like my suspenders.
Yes,
And-
I understand. You put a little on the pin and she's yours.
What a fucking dick. What a like a
Fucking-
scary Jeffrey Dahmer type motherfucker Bill Cosby is. We don't even know what happened when these girls were out. God knows what he was doing. He could have been choking them, fucking pissing on them and shit. Who knows? Taking shits on them.
Well, you know, like the whole everyone who has a conspiracy theory about Hollywood says that, you know, it's usually boys that they fuck.
Yeah.
So maybe there is men. I'm surprised no men have come forward. I'm sure Bill Cosby definitely probably fucked with a little boy too.
Allegedly.
I can show you the business, you know, gives him a little juice.
We're going to be sued for libelous comments and slander and defamation.
I'm sorry, this is an opinion piece.
It's a satire. Everything we say is satire and should not be taken seriously. It's all parody and satire.
Jesus
But
Christ.
yeah, Bill Cosby is a pedophile.
What do you see the end of this being? I'm really hoping that Bill Cosby gets arrested and faces the charge, at least for one or two of the women, even just one. And someone made a good point. Let's say even 42 out of 43 women are fake stories. If that one is true, he's a rapist. It doesn't matter.
I know. And what? Come on, man. We all know. We all know what happened. Not every fucking celebrity. This is the first celebrity on record ever since the dawn of celebrities to be accused of fucking drugging and raping over 40 women.
How could you go to his fucking stand-up? You people should be ashamed of your fucking selves to
Anyone
support
working-
this asshole.
Hey, the agent of Bill Cosby, his banker, anyone associating or doing business with Bill Cosby still, even his wife, you know, his wife ought to be ashamed of herself the most for standing by this monster. This fucking
she sits
abomination.
there like he's a great man, you know, I love him and I don't believe any of this. It's like, are you kidding me? How could you not fucking believe this?
Imagine how many times he's knocked her out and fucking nailed her and did what he had to do with her.
Oh, you think he did it to his wife too?
Have you seen his wife? No.
Yeah, like
yeah.
Usually when you want to rape someone, it's someone you usually can't get. If you're married to a woman, I doubt you need to rape her. Although he probably has.
Well,
every time they have dinner.
If you're married to a woman, sex is just off the menu eventually.
Oh, so you're saying to get sex, he had to rape his own wife?
You don't even want to rape your own wife after
Allegedly.
After over a decade, you don't even. You just okay. You're indifferent. You're just indifferent.
How many times per week would you say you get laid?
Per week or month?
Ugh. That answers it, I guess.
Once a month?
Really?
Twice a month?
No, be totally serious.
Twice a month.
No. That's horrible.
Twice a month.
Yeah, but then wouldn't you say at this point your sex drive is pretty much shit anyway?
No. I could lay a
Well,
good dick in.
you've said you don't care about sex or even jerking off.
I'm indifferent. I'll take it though. Just like it's somebody waving a dollar bill at my face. I'm like, whatever. Like, no, just kidding. Do you want it?
But it's also like instead of just sitting here and jerking off, I could carve this knife, or draw something. Would you say that you choose that over jerking off?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what
I
it's
would-
like for me already.
Any type of creative. You know what? I just built a beautiful birdhouse.
Where do you have time to fucking build all this shit?
I do. I stay up all night on like a Saturday night or something. I know. I just find the time because I need that creative outlet like I need crack. It's like a crackhead needs a fucking hit. I got to do something creative, man. That's why I do this show. It's just another creative medium. I'm stuck in the the construction industry. And yeah, you make physical manifestations with your hands, and it's something creative, and you can put a creative spin on it, but there's only one way to do construction. There's a right way to do everything. And I'm starting to get there, you know? I'm starting to understand the right ways to do everything in construction, and I'm not being challenged. And that causes a lot of fucking depression for me. I'm not shitting you. It really does. And when I'm not challenged, I deteriorate. I start drinking more. I start feeling sorry for myself and start getting a bad attitude about shit. So when I start creating, I get fucking picked up by my bootstraps, and more wind gets put back into my sails, and I'm more of a less of a pessimist and more of an optimist.
The last show, there was like in the chat room, there was 4 different people who were like, "What's with Booney lately? What's with Booney?" And they said that you seem like you weren't into doing the show. They were supposed to call in, so if you guys 917-477-7701.
947-477-7701. You read the number too fast.
No, they got it.
It's hard to. Have you ever listened to the radio and I read the number and you go, wait, fuck you.
917-477-7701?
Yeah, because they're so used to. They know that. It's like, yeah, we know you know the number, DJ, you fucking asshole, but we don't. It's like when you leave somebody a voicemail, I always go, and, you know, you can reach me at 977-477-7701. That number again, 947-477-7701.
It's 917.
Well, whatever.
See, at least I got it right.
Yeah.
Even though it was too fast.
Well, I never call into our show. Actually, that's the same number for Joey Boots, and it's in my phone. So I was going to call in tonight and crank call Eric. But he was in a. It seemed like he would have beat me up verbally and not gotten the joke. So
yeah, but I just thought it was interesting because usually when I bring something like I'll say, "Hey, Boon, you didn't seem talkative tonight," and then it's like an attack. But these other 4 people finally said it, and then they don't fucking come forward.
Why do you always think that? Maybe I'm a bit. Why do you always think it's an attack? Like when I take it as an attack.
Why do I think it's an attack when you take it as an attack?
No, why do you think I think it's an attack? I don't think that way.
No, because I think that when I critique or say like you're not talkative, you think I'm attacking you, but it's out of care.
Thank you for caring.
Yeah,
I care for you too, buddy.
661.
Hey, what's up, Wush and Boon?
Hey, man.
Hi there.
How's it going?
Well, what's your name? Where are you calling from? What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Andy Cruz from LA.
Hey, what's up,
what's
Andy?
going on, Eddie Cruz?
He's a regular chatter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just called to say what's up, man, because I've been part of you guys' crew for a long time, and this is the first time I call in to say what's up.
Yeah, dude, I always see you in the chat room.
Yeah, I love it there.
You like the Wush and Boon show? Would you consider yourself a Wush and Boon fan?
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice.
It's like, you know what I'm starting to do? Before when I used to listen to like Stern, I would like record it and I would listen to it over the week and dissect it, you know? And now I'm starting to do that with you guys.
Oh, cool.
I listen over and like sometimes I won't catch something and then I'll catch it later like, oh, okay, yeah.
Do you know a guy named Danny from LA by any chance? Are you related?
Yeah, he's my cousin, Holmes.
Oh, nice. Well, we got to do an intervention on Danny because he's been pretty violent lately. I don't know what to do with him.
Yeah, hey. I've been following. I know what's going on.
Those Mexicans from LA are all in gangs, man. Watch out.
Nah, just me. He's not. He looks like a nerd to me.
No, have you ever seen photos of Danny? Like he has like old family photos where it's him and his 2 brothers, and it looks like they're vatos, like from the streets that like shot.
Oh no, I'm from the streets. I'm a real thing.
Do you call white people huetos?
No. No.
Gringos?
I'm not really that like. I really don't see color. Like I have friends that are black or white and everything. You know, and I've never been like a racial person.
Have you never been affiliated with the gangs and shit? Because over in LA, man, the fucking Hispanics.
Oh yeah. I'm gang affiliated. I haven't been affiliated for like maybe 10 years.
Oh, good.
But I mean, you know, I don't deny it. That's where I grew up, and you know.
Yeah, it's the culture.
I have my medals, you know.
Have you ever killed anyone?
No, never.
Or, you know,
That's one thing
severely
about
injured them?
Yeah, but you
I
had
was
to do.
I was in gang fights and stuff like that. Like, I'd fight in school a lot. I've been shot like 4 times.
Shit, man. You fucking kidding me?
Where? Where
What
were
was
you
the
shot?
first time you were shot? Tell us about the first time.
The first time I got shot, a friend of mine had passed away. He overdosed, and we were at a party, and I took some acid. So I left the party, and I started walking back to the block, and I found some friends, and we're just out in the street. I didn't know what was going on, and I just got shot. Some car passed by and shot me in the butt.
Well,
and in my foot.
what did they pull the slug out of you?
No, it went through me.
Yeah.
And I found it the next day. It wasn't in my pocket. It hit a quarter.
Holy
and it
shit!
stayed in my pocket.
Did it dent the quarter?
Huh?
Did it make a mark on the quarter?
Yeah. Well, I don't know because it hit the quarter and it marked it, but it was like one of them open or hollow points.
Yeah.
And the bullet, it looked weird. It was like all edgy and stuff.
Yeah, they blow apart when they go through your muscle tissue, man. The fucking bullet, those hollow points. That's what they're meant to do, man. They're meant to fragment and fucking mushroom out and shit.
Yeah. It fucked me up pretty bad, man.
And that was just the first time you got shot. You're saying 3 more times after that? What were you doing that you're getting shot so much?
Well, actually, like 2 weeks later, I got shot again.
What the fuck happened the second time you got shot?
I was at a party, and I knew something was gonna happen because there were people I seen cars pass by, and I told everybody, "Hey, check it out." Then I come down, and no, they didn't want to listen to me, so I told them, "You know what? I'm gonna leave." When I started leaving, I seen like a little group that was forming, and I go, "What's going on?" They're like, "Oh, we're gonna go smoke. We're gonna smoke this joint," and they laced it with crack. So I said,
Did you thank them for the extra boost?
Huh?
Nothing, man. Keep going.
So I ended up staying, and as we were passing the joint around, I seen a car come up, and I just seen a bunch of flashes, and I got shot in my stomach, and one skinned my head. It hit me in the forehead.
What the fuck, man? Did it go into your skull?
No, it just left me like a big bruise.
Shit. All right, what happened the third time you got fucking
You didn't
shot?
think
No,
you didn't think to
that was
buy
actually
a
the second time, but it was like 4 times. I got once.
We're going through every time. So
after the first 2 times you didn't think to buy a gun to protect yourself?
I carried a gun, but I'm iffy about shooting somebody, so I would just carry it to protect myself. And
But if you're being shot at, wouldn't you retaliate and fire back?
I would shoot, but I'm like a very bad shot, so I'm pretty sure I never hit anybody.
You know what, Andy? I'm like you, man. I used to carry a lot when I had to go into the city just for work, and I stopped carrying my 1911 because I got into so many situations, and I ended up being like, "Yeah, fuck you, man," and I fucking walked away. And it was fine. But had I been carrying, I might have been like, I might have put one in the fucking chamber and pointed it and brandished it, And so I'm like, I just don't even fucking need the stress of carrying a gun, man. But when I go into Mattapan or like some parts of fucking Everett or East Boston and shit, I'll bring my gun because I have to.
Yeah. It's scary carrying because when you carry it feels like you're actually looking for somebody to fuck with you,
Yeah, you're on edge. When I got a fucking gun on me, man, I'm on edge. Like I'm looking, I'm observant. I'm looking at everybody.
Yeah. That's why oh man, I had to leave all that behind,
Yeah.
Because bad news.
Oh, so the third time you got shot, what happened?
It was just a minor one, it went through my arm.
Just a fucking minor one.
So every day, it seems like a common occurrence with you.
It's a minor getting shot.
Where I grew up, man, it was pretty bad. Where'd
you grow up? In Compton?
No, East LA.
Oh, fuck, man.
Yeah, in East LA, the county. I don't live how Danny says he's from LA, but he says he's from Monterey Park.
Yeah.
That's like a little city. I lived in the East LA where the real part,
So Danny's from the suburbs.
Oh, no, not really, because that's a pretty bad area, too.
Yeah. Is there rival fucking territories in those two areas? I know it's like you're in the wrong hood and shit, if
Yeah,
one of those
you're all.
dudes...
You know what? you're always in the wrong hood, no matter what.
Yeah, right.
There's a gang just about everywhere.
Yeah.
But the only good part is that my gang that I was from, it was like it's a pretty big gang. We're like
MS-13?
separated into like no. The first part's right. The second one starts with a V.
Okay, right.
But we had more of an area to roll around with,
So you guys covered a lot of area. So you guys are probably pretty organized and pretty big, man.
Yeah.
That's cool. So you were able to make some money anyway, right?
Oh, never.
Oh, you never got fucking paid? Then what's the point?
You know what? When I joined, it was more of I kind of took it like as a, how do you call it? A romantic thing.
Yeah, well, not only that is you were in a shitty fucking neighborhood and you got, I mean, that's all you're surrounded by, of course. If you don't join, they're going to be like, fuck this guy, You know
what? It was weird the way I joined because when I first joined, I wasn't like, bald or anything. It was more of like a long-haired stoner gang, that we would party and drink. And then over time, it just developed into it. And I just got caught up in the middle of it.
You didn't actually explain why they were shooting at you, though. Did you do something to deserve it?
No, it's just because I was there at the time. It's not really why. It's just if they know you're affiliated and they go looking for you and you're there, they're going to take a shot at you.
The wrong colors?
Not even the wrong colors, more the wrong block.
Yeah,
That's
right.
where you hang around.
So somebody from his gang, who's a huge fucking gang, fucked up somebody in another gang, so that we're just going to spray bullets at this fucking funeral or whatever. We don't give a shit who we hit. We're just
it's kind of like that.
And so the third time you got shot, what happened, man?
I was just passing by in the car and they shot at me, But
where'd you get hit?
That in the arm.
And you were what about the last time you got shot?
No, that was it. That was 3 times, separate times, but it was like 5 times, like 5 bullets.
Oh, 5 bullets, right.
This was 2 the first.
Dude, it burns, huh?
Oh man, it feels like you get hit with a bat.
Yeah, like hit with a bat and a hot poker. You just burn.
Yeah, man, big time.
You're saying it. Wait a minute. You're saying it burns, huh? Like you've been shot before? Have you been shot?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking
I
about
don't
Boon.
know about Booney.
No comment.
What do you mean no comment? You can't say that and then not bring it up. Like,
that's
it
exactly
burns.
how it feels. It burns.
What gang were you in, Boon?
I was in the fucking
the gun clubs of America.
No, it was just a bunch of kids like myself with Down syndrome who roam the streets on tricycles.
Kid with Down syndrome shot you?
Yeah.
Why? What'd you do to him? Put his your dick
No,
on him?
I was in a gang of kids with Down syndrome.
Oh.
And a group of kids with the Asperger's gang didn't like these Down syndrome guys, and we were at a funeral for one of my homies, and I was pouring fucking a 40 ounce on the fucking curb, and the dude lit me up with fucking bird shot from a fucking shotgun out of a window, and it went in my belly, and it burned. And it felt like a baseball bat.
Yeah, shotguns are deadly. When they spray, they'll just take out half your body.
Yeah, a bird shot up close is just about the worst thing you can get hit with.
Oh yeah, close range shotgun, you're pretty much dead unless they have really bad aim.
Well, what you gotta do is you gotta saw it off, make it small.
Damn, Andy Cruz, man, you're one of the best callers. See, Wush, the last show we had the shittiest fucking callers ever. And this show, the first caller already is a home run.
Yeah, a guy who's been shot in the head 20 times.
Well, he got shot in the head once.
Andy said he's for hire, didn't you? Was that you who said
that?
Yeah,
they're trying to swoop in on your girl, man.
Yeah, so if anyone fucks with Podtrash, we got, real guys that'll come after you.
Oh, we got muscle now?
Yeah, he's our muscle.
Yeah.
All right, cool, man. We need all the muscle we can get.
What's your going rate?
Hey, we could talk about that later. You guys got my email.
Right.
Yeah, I know the rates, man. We're gonna help you out, and you're gonna get a lot of work done for me and Wush. And we're not talking about no fucking internet tough guys. We're talking about real fucking gang banging fucking motherfuckers who are gonna mess you up, man.
Oh yeah.
That's so ridiculous how people fucking talk shit on the internet. Like, I'm gonna find you, beat you up, man.
Well, we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah. We're
Andy,
gonna talk about that. Andy, thank you for the call. You're awesome, dude.
Yeah, man. I'll keep following you guys. I'll be in chat.
All
right, man.
Stay safe out
All right.
there.
Yeah,
I
stay
will.
safe.
Thanks.
Buy a fucking vest, man. Shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Hold
violence.
on, let me get my post-it notes. Don't go to fucking East LA I'm gonna stick that one on my computer monitor screen. Thump.
Seems like an ongoing thing. I guess in LA there's a lot of violence. As you guys know, Krystal, who does a show on Podtrash after our show at 12:30, she does like hangouts. Like in between her shows, she'll just do a Google Hangout almost pretty much every night so far from what I've seen. And on one of her last shows, it wasn't the most recent one, like 2 shows ago, she did this show with a bunch of people, and she got off the air. And Danny and now that I know as Static Illmatic, I think his name is. Yeah. He's a guy who hangs out in the Podtrash chat, and I didn't know it was him at first. I just thought it was some guy part of Krystal's hangout, but it turns out it was him. And so he's fucking around. He busts Danny's balls and tells him that he has a stutter. And then Danny's like, it's not a stutter, it's a stammer. And it begins this whole thing where Danny's trying to find where this guy lives and beat him up. And just watch this because it's pretty funny. You're seeing Danny's got a major attitude problem.
Yeah.
It's all good, bro. It's all good. You can talk all this shit right here.
I'm not talking any shit. There's no shit to be had.
I just heard you say, "Oh, I had a stuttering problem." That's all I heard you say.
Yeah, and you correct.
And you try to be funny.
There's no funny. I'm not trying. Not at all.
Of course you did, because you're the one that brought it up. Oh, listen to this guy. Danny had a stuttering problem.
You brought up the scammer.
Yeah. What?
You did.
What? That was after you said stuttering.
Correct.
All right. So you think you were a funny guy, but you're not. You ain't shit.
What makes someone funny?
Obviously it's not you. Or your personality.
So
go ahead and eat your food.
Teach me how to be funny.
And think you're cute on the fucking camera, because you're not.
Teach me. Could you pause this for a second?
I swear to God, if you were to see me in your face in real life, you won't fucking say a word to me.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay, so let's give some context here.
That was the context. He made fun of his stammer.
This dude, I watched this, and he just mentioned that Danny was fucking blacked out drunk, and he's like stammering his words. That's all the dude said. The guy was a level-headed, fucking normal guy. I thought he was a cool guy. I liked him, and he handled this whole situation great.
That's what I told him.
Danny was a complete fucking asshole.
He's trying to be a troll, like an internet troll.
Yeah, but he's threatening people. Like, I know where you live. I'm gonna come there and beat you up, and find you and beat you up. Or some shit.
I know what this is all about. At some point in Danny's life, he was bullied or something, maybe by his brothers or just other people. And so when anyone tries to paint him as like a goofy guy, like a goofball, it taps into his insecurity. Because he wants to be seen as a tough guy. And then when anyone tries to make fun of him, he gets really angry and violent. That's what triggers this. I notice it in every single time that he's been this way. It's because someone said something joking around with him, and he just takes it the wrong way.
Well, when you grow up in a rough neighborhood too, there's this added thing where you got to be hard all the time. Yeah, you can't be fucking soft. Yeah. So if somebody says you a stuttering problem, you'll say I got a stuttering problem, man. The fuck you say, man? You say I stutter, man? You know, you got to be on 100%. You got to be hard, man. You can't let somebody fucking humiliate you like that, or you're gonna lose your street cred. But the fucking problem is he's not on the fucking street. He's at a Google Hangout trying to have a laugh with people. How does that turn into him threatening somebody with physical violence and saying, I'm gonna find out where you live? Danny, what the fuck?
And I had just
you're a father.
I had just unbanned him from the Podtrash chat. I let him back, and that's the first thing I see of him like immediately after. And I'm like, wow, so it's not just us. And
I try to defend Danny. He called me on Skype after all that shit with the banning, and I'm like, listen, Danny, I think you're an entertaining character. I think you need to tone down the fucking booze and chill out a little bit, man. And, I think it'll be all right. I think you'll be able to come back. I'll let that be known. And I did on the show, Wush, last show. Again, I fucking stand up for this kid. He's a grown-ass fucking man. I stand up for him. He makes me look like a dick again. So no more, Danny. You're responsible for your own actions, man. I'm not putting my fucking neck out for you anymore, man.
Yeah, but it's like if someone's making fun of you, just fuck with them back. But it's called busting balls, Danny. No one's trying to actually personally attack you and make you look like an asshole.
And if your excuse is, hey, I'm drunk, I was drunk. I've been blacked out drunk on the fucking air. I don't even know how many times, Wush. What do you think, 100?
It's pretty much every show.
Come on, shut up.
By the end of every show, at least.
By the end, yes, the 12-pack will not black me out. 22 beers exactly blacks me out.
Yeah, but you've never gone, I know where you live, you
I've
live
never
by this
threatened
store,
anyone with
right?
physical violence.
No.
Even after being threatened with physical violence, I haven't done that. So don't tell me it's the fucking drinking, man. It's some deep-rooted shit within you that you need to fucking resolve. And the drinking, that's going to go right now. You got to fucking stop drinking.
916. 916.
Hey, Boon. What's going on, Wush?
Hey,
Danny, you got a problem, Danny.
Dude. I don't have a fucking problem, dude. Bro. I love Podtrash, bro.
Yeah, listen, you got issues, man.
No, bro. The problem. This is a problem with Podtrash.
Yeah.
Is you guys talk shit on every night. It was like Podtrash.
Yeah, but we love you, Danny. We just need to have some sort of intervention to try and calm you down because it's getting out of hand.
It's like, dude, it's like I got my daughter, and I listen to Podtrash on my
I know
computer.
about your daughter. I get it. Your daughter. You want to see your daughter.
Nah, it was hey, Boon. Hey, tell Wush. Dude, I call because I'm a fan, bro. Like,
I'll talk to him.
Podtrash and leave it. Like, the thing about let people be on Podtrash that want to go on Podtrash. Like, I get fucked up, but listen, it's not about. What time is it?
It's 11:08 Eastern Standard Time, Danny.
Is it in the morning or the nighttime?
Well, you're on the West Coast, now I'm on the East Coast. So it would be nighttime for both of us. It's just a little bit later over here.
Oh, bro, it's not the morning time?
No,
For
man.
work?
Yeah, it might be. I don't know.
I work at assisted living house that I washed the old guy's asshole.
Well, Danny, don't you realize that I'm really angry at you for all of your antics?
Bro, I died, bro. I'm already dead, bro. I have
You're already dead?
Like a Danny RIP Twitter account already.
Well, why do I keep
from heaven, bro?
Why do I keep sticking my neck out for you, man? And you just burn me, dude.
I'm dead, bro. I already died.
He's already dead. Yeah.
Boon. I'm already dead, bro. I already died.
Wow.
R.I.P. Danny from LA.
Danny, this is the real Danny from LA. And I just want to say, do you have? I'm very angry. I'm not ready to talk to you right now. Do you have any closing statement about your current condition and why you pull such crazy shit and really, really upset the people around you, and your alcoholism? I want to talk about too.
Yeah. No, boom. I talked to Jesus because he's in heaven and shit, and he was telling me like take care of your daughter and shit, So.
And this is how you do that, by threatening people's threatening people with physical violence and getting so drunk on the air that you black out.
I just miss my daughter, dude.
Oh, he's crying now. He's crying.
Because I drink too much.
You're not gonna fool us with that, Danny. You gotta own up to your mistakes.
Nah, dude, this is my daughter.
I get it, man. I know you miss your daughter. I understand.
My daughter, bro. Hey, no, because I drink too much.
Too much Hurricane. If you drink Hurricane, your life's gonna be like a
I
hurricane.
like to drink the 211 from
We're in the eye of the storm.
Oh, fucking loser.
Hey, Wush.
Oh, my God.
Hey, what do you think about that new Altered Beast video game, bro?
Altered Beast for the Genesis?
Yeah.
I like Golden Axe way better than Altered Beast, but yeah.
Yeah. I gotta go. My daughter just told me that she hates her father. I gotta go.
Oh, okay, Danny. Well, I'm starting to feel a little bit bad for you, man. Maybe we can fucking fix this, man, and we can come to some terms. And
Cut down on the drinking, and you'll be a much better person. I promise.
This is my daughter.
Oh, he's crying again. Danny, thank you for your call. It's too sad. Wush, it's too sad.
Yeah. Well,
Oh
at
my
least
God, I
we just
thought I
got to
was gonna.
talking.
I had to mute my mic, dude. I choked on my fucking beer.
That's the first time we've talked to him in a really long time.
I fucking.
I had to think about it. I needed a little break from Danny before talking to him again because he does this thing where he's totally on board and he's supportive, and then one little slight and he turns into your enemy. It's
Oh
like,
my
Danny, come on, have a little more of a backbone.
I don't think I have laughed that fucking hard in a long time, man. Yeah, you're right though. You're right about what you said.
He's a good guy. I like Danny.
Me too, but he's got to get his shit together, man.
Someone
His
needs
drinking
to.
is fucking outrageous.
I wonder if he's ever had an intervention before. Like if someone said, "Wow, the drinking's out of control." I mean, he's got a brother and everything, and if he's at the point where he just passes out and he's blacked out on the floor, that's pretty serious.
Well, I mean, I remember like the little things in life that happened to me that made me go, "Oh shit! All right, yeah, well, you can drink, but don't get there anymore. You know, don't go to that level anymore." And it was always out in public when I'd be like coked up out of my head or something, and I'd be out at a bar, just make a complete dildo out of myself, and I would wake up and all the reality flashes would come into my head, and I would sit there cringe in bed until fucking 2 p.m. And that was it. You know, I realized I can't be cringing at myself this badly. I'm not a bad person, you know. I'm a really good person. I want to do good. I want to be a good person. I want people to like me, you know?
Think of it this way. Has there been any moment in your life where the next day after being drunk, you woke up and said, wow, I did something really cool or creative during that point? Like, you know?
Yeah, well, I mean, for me, it's different because I use alcohol as a fuel to, like, you know, sometimes stay up late and do those creative projects. You know, if I'm by myself, yeah. If I'm out in public and I go overboard, no.
At nighttime, though, I can't imagine drinking at nighttime and being productive.
Oh, when I brew beer, you can't brew beer without drinking.
I just imagine when I'm really drunk, I just fall onto some surface and
I
fall
love
asleep.
beer. I come from a really deep-rooted Scottish immigrant family who loves beer. I have a huge family. They all drink beer. There are those very few in my family who go to AA. They can't drink beer. It's a problem. You can either drink or you can't drink. I've still run my own business. I still pay my mortgage. I take care of my family and my son. Everything's going great. I can drink. When that's jeopardized due to my drinking, it's over. I'll never drink again.
Yeah, but they would say then that's just a functioning alcoholic. It's still there.
You know what, Wush? There's been times where I picked up beer and I had a bunch of plans. You know, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And I started breaking into the 12-pack. And I get to like 7 beers and it ruins everything I wanted to do. I'm like, now I can't. I can't function. I can't function. I can't do what I wanted to do. So it strips you of, you know, cognitive thinking. You know, it strips you of, you know, a lot of things.
I just know I can't drink by myself like that. Like with weed, when I first started smoking weed, it started, you know, with other people and then eventually led to smoking by myself. And it wasn't as fun when I was by myself. But also with alcohol, I have no issue. You know, I'll drink if we're out at a social thing. You know, everybody's getting drunk or we're at a party or something. But as far as like drinking by myself, I can't see enjoying that for some reason. And maybe if I was talking to other people while drunk, like I get it on the radio, it makes some sense. But just to drink and then be by yourself seems weird to me. I don't know if I could do that and enjoy it.
Yeah.
I feel like I would just not feel great.
You probably wouldn't.
I would be, you know, falling all over the place. Probably.
I remember I went out to dinner with some coworkers and who were in upper management, and I brought my wife, and we went to this bar in Worcester, which was a really high class beer bar, and they did traditional foods, like really like early like Scandinavian pub foods, and like had really good Abbey brewed beers, like the best beers in the world this place had. And of course, the best beers in the world hover around like, you know, 9.5, 8.5% by volume. And they're sitting there sipping their beers. And of course, I'm sitting there talking to the bartenders and the people who are serving them about beer and sampling. I remember I got so wasted in front of these like upper fucking management guys. and their wives that it was an utter humiliation for me and my wife.
What did they say?
Nothing. I went golfing with them the next day, and they were wicked cool. And
Golf.
fucking I golf.
Fucking hate golf.
I know. I hate golf too, but I love the game. I love to play it.
It's
I hate golfers. I hate fucking golfers, and I'm a golfer.
That's what like corporate business is run golf. Every golf meeting.
It's repugnant.
Fucking
it's disgusting. An elitist fucking game for white people. It's really disgusting.
And
but
Tiger
I love
Woods.
it.
Tiger Woods is not white.
I know, but I'm just saying it is an elitist white boy club.
Oh yeah.
Totally. And I hate the fucking culture of golf, but I love the game.
I'll
and
play
I'm
mini
not
golf.
so bad at it.
Mini golf's not bad.
But yeah, they never said a word about it. And when we were golfing, I was like, look, I'm really fucking sorry. They're like, hey, we had no problem with it. Don't worry about my cunt wife. You know, she might have had an issue, but I had no problem with it. I thought you were hilarious.
They wanted to be one of the boys.
You know, it was the wives.
I had no problem.
The wives, the wives didn't like me that night, including my own. But the guys loved me.
Oh, of course not.
Because they were all wanted to leave, and we're all hanging out with these other people we met, and we're like, all right. I told the wives, I'm like, why don't you three get the fuck out of here?
Yeah, there's nothing less attractive to a woman than a guy who's piss ass drunk.
Yeah,
That's
and
for sure.
socializing with other people. Yeah.
They get
besides themselves, because they were uninteresting. And,
I got a question. Is your wife like the type of person who would get jealous if like you're socializing? Like, is she someone who's very social and outgoing?
No.
And does she get annoyed when you're that way because she's like, oh, I wish I could be more outgoing? And
we
it's
are
sort
the
of-
exact opposites.
That's what I'm thinking.
She is completely square. She doesn't drink. She doesn't smoke weed. She doesn't do anything interesting. She takes zero risks. She has virtually no sense of humor.
Danny, you calling back again? We just talked to you.
That was great. Who was that guy? That must have been Gonzo, right?
Wait, is this Danny?
Yeah, this
is not Danny.
This is this is Gonzo trying to do a Danny impression.
Gonzo,
now.
wow, man.
I appreciate your advice, Booney.
That laugh? Hee hee. They were
well-
doing your laugh the other night.
Well, Danny, it's true. And by the way, now that Gonzo was outed, how good is that fucking impression? That is fucking dead on.
Yeah, that's
I was
me when
in-
I'm drunk. It is.
I
it
was
is
in
good.
stitches laughing. But Danny, you've got a fucking drinking problem, man. Hey, listen, I'm an alcoholic, dude, but I'm highly functional.
If Boon is telling you you have an alcohol problem, wow.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, I
It's
get it.
scary.
It's an issue, man. You can't be threatening to fucking go mess people up and shit.
Well, I'm in a better place now. I just moved back down yesterday, and I'm really close to my daughter now. So
Did you apologize to that fucking guy?
Yeah. I talked to him the other day, and everything's cool.
All right, man.
Well, from what I know, so.
But Danny, I'm always like, fucking
Talking about-
Danny. I'm always you're making me look like a dick, man.
Yeah, I get that.
And it's like, because I like you, and it's like, this sucks. And now I'm like, I want Danny to be a part of this thing. He's like, what the fuck? Now I'm gonna defend him again. He's gonna do some insane shit. Eventually, he's gonna go fucking murder somebody, and I fucking back this guy up because he's wasted on fucking Hurricane. He doesn't know any better. That's no excuse.
I can tell you my two main issues with Danny. It was when what you just did, and also the fact that you were involved with Ryan to a point where it was just like you guys came together. And I think you were way funnier and more interesting than Ryan.
Yeah, why the fuck do you
You devalued yourself by being attached to him.
He makes me laugh. I don't know. Just something about him.
I understand the Ryan's allure.
He gets
Believe
old
me.
quickly, though.
It's very toxic, though. It's very, I don't know.
You need the energy.
I have no issues with Ryan Lever per se. I just, not for me, man. The drama ain't for me.
No, we did the same. When Ryan started coming on our shows, we did the same exact thing. We started indulging him, and you have to have the energy to manipulate him into being funny. And then after a while, he just gets really annoying. And
You're like
"It's
towing
not
the
worth it."
line,
Yeah, it's not worth it anymore. So then we got rid of him, and now some other people, picked him up. So have fun with him. That's what I feel about it. I'm glad he's gone.
Who picked him up? Elisa's show.
Yeah.
And Elisa.
Or leftovers.
I hope this gets to Elisa. Elisa, you might have something going on here. You have a lot of people listen to your show. steer away from all the Twitter drama and all that shit, please, because you might have something going on here.
There's
and
a lot.
Ryan Lever is affiliated with your show. What does that say about your show?
There's a lot of drama going on right now. A lot.
I know there is. It's fucking kind of entertaining, actually.
With Krystal and all that stuff. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, but you know what I said to Krystal?
I love Krystal.
I said, honestly, all right, promotion is great and all that, but if it's at the cost of content, like you can't replace content with promotion. If all you're doing is promoting and you don't have any content that when people actually follow your promotion and go listen to the show and there's nothing there to listen to, that's an issue. Listen, shouldn't be focusing on getting heard on Elisa's show. Elisa taps into the same listeners that we've already tapped into. It's Stern fans. So do we really need a promo on Elisa's show? And now Elisa hates Podtrash, and I've never even spoken to Elisa. Because of the whole thing with Ryan, and I guess Danny was on there, and Krystal was on there. So now they're all getting into issues with her.
But like Shuli's getting involved in it too now. Shuli and Joey Boots a little bit. It's getting like, wow.
What does Shuli say? I love Shuli. Shuli's like my favorite.
How is Shuli involved?
Shuli favorited a tweet that Elisa didn't like or something like that. I don't know.
She's always got a problem with somebody, huh?
It's getting crazy. It's a whole bag of nuts, man.
Jeez, man, when you start having problems with just about everyone around you, geez, maybe everyone around you is not the problem.
Yeah,
I gotta admit, I kind of like the drama.
The one issue here is Elisa should have just been a part of Podtrash, honestly.
She's still invited. I don't know why she hasn't considered it.
That's the way. Well, the offer was put out there, and then she went and did Spreecast, and it was more about her. Because originally, I thought it was Benji who wanted to do a show.
Oh, it was about Elisa? It's never about Elisa.
I thought it was Benji who wanted to do a show, and it turned out it was Elisa doing one. So I guess it kind of turned into that. But
megalomaniac, narcissist.
But everyone's getting more followers. The more drama, the more followers. Krystal's getting more views on her YouTube thing.
Yeah, dude. The last hangout, she had like 500 fucking watches on YouTube, man.
Yeah, but people are also pissed.
Elisa's growing too.
People are pissed that it's contrived.
It is a bit, but I mean, it is entertaining. I listened to Elisa's last broadcast. I listened to the last Google Hangout that involved. No, it didn't even involve Danny from LA. It involved the producer, that dude, that bald guy with the mustache. Who is that motherfucker? He produced.
Doc Ivan.
Yes, he's a really nice guy, man. Seems like a really sweet guy.
Yeah, he was on Krystal's show also, all the time.
Elisa's
cool.
contrived. Krystal's organic. That's the difference between those two.
Yeah, but you know what? You used to be
mad
able
at you? I thought I was mad at you.
You used to be able to get away with that though, but after the Stern show, you can't fake bits anymore. It doesn't work.
You can never be mad at me, Booney.
Listen, buddy. Danny, I'm being real right now.
I know.
Listen, I do like you, man. I think you're a good dude. I would hang out with you in real life. And guess what? If I didn't give a shit about you, I wouldn't even fucking tell you this. I would fucking completely ignore you and isolate you from my life. I wouldn't even have this discussion with you. I would consider myself above it. But, dude, you've got to keep your fucking drinking in check. You're going down a road that you don't want to go, dude.
Yeah, well, listen. Yesterday
Meanwhile, I'm pounding beers like there's no tomorrow right now. But whatever.
That's what's funny about it.
Yeah. Yesterday,
but I got it together, man. I'm not threatening anybody's life tonight, Wush. Right? Wush, you get what I'm saying?
Threatening mine. You threaten my life all the time.
We're not at episode 50 yet.
Yeah, just wait. I can imagine. No, let's not do that, please. Let's make 50 a good episode for once.
We will.
I really don't have the patience for that.
I'm not going to be...
All right, fellas. I got to go to work.
Thank you for your call, Danny.
See, Danny goes to work and does the right thing, too.
Oh, yeah.
All right, hang in there, Danny.
I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, goodbye.
All right, man. I hope he listens to me, man. Because I do like him, man. I think Danny's a great guy.
All right, well, we should take our break, and I actually have a song to debut.
Oh, really? You got so much OC. Are you trying to make me feel bad?
I don't know. I'm just trying to put some work into the show.
I didn't even do the previously on tonight, man. I'm slipping. I'll tell you why I'm slipping after the break.
You can do content. No one's stopping you.
I know. I got a fucking ton of shit written down. It's just nothing made.
Well, this is a song written by Chuck Steak.
I gotta piss so bad. Could you play it at the end?
So go piss now and come back then.
All right.
And I'll just talk.
I want to hear it.
Yeah, this is a song that Chuck Steak made. So just so we know, the lyrics are written by Chuck Steak because they're pretty gross. But that's what you're gonna expect from a parody song. But it's pretty funny. It's a song for Krystal to Led Zeppelin, and you'll see, it'll be great. Krystal, you can call back in. I thought we were gonna go right to break, so just call back in if you want. But Danny, I hope you get everything settled. You know, I let you back. I have a lot of patience. Trust me. I've dealt with people annoying me for years now. It's been like a very common occurrence. So, it's nothing new to me. I'm able to see past that. I think you're good on the radio. I just think you need to chill out with the threats of violence.
Hey, share your screen. You have to redo that. I forget why that goes away. I think it's when you bring in a caller, it automatically kind of.
I have no idea.
It's just. I think it's just an artifact of Skype, as always.
Well, here's Krystal.
Okay.
Krystal, what's up?
Hi.
Hi, Krystal.
What's going on?
Hi, Booney.
I've been loving your shit on YouTube, man. The Google Hangouts and stuff, man. It's like heroin to me. Oh, no pun intended.
Yeah. I have a little bit of a history with that.
Yeah, man. I want to talk to you about that, but maybe at another time. Because
You can come on my show and do it.
I would love to talk to you about Mike's.
Chuck is supposed to be her co-host tonight. Now, I don't know if that's going to happen because Chuck is kind of elusive tonight.
I actually have a backup plan. I have one of Mike Bichetti's biggest fans. It's his birthday today, so I'm gonna let him co-host with me because I don't think Chuck Steak wants to do it.
Did you speak to Mike and make sure he's definitely coming on? Like, cause he said that he's gonna call him for sure.
I have been talking to him. Oh my God, sorry. I have been talking to him off and on through Facebook Messenger, and he said that his nephew was gonna come by. But yeah, he's still gonna go. He's still retweeting tweets and sharing Facebook posts, but I haven't talked to him since.
I hope so, because I've definitely talked to him before where he says he wants to come on. Like, I tried to get him to call into our show at one point. He said he definitely would, but then I didn't hear from him. But I think that might have been because of the issues with his dad and everything. So hopefully, hopefully he'll come on, because I'd love to hear from him, and I need to talk to him too. So
Jesus, right. What? Mike Bichetti's dad still alive?
No, he passed away a few days ago.
Oh, Jesus, I was going to say, he must have been really... How long did he live? How old?
I have no idea.
Mike Bichetti's an older guy, man. His father must have been in his late 80s.
I think Mike's in his 50s.
Yeah.
Late 40s. So his dad must have probably was like 90-something.
90-something. Jesus, well, at least he lived a long time.
Yeah.
So what was Danny saying?
Nothing really.
Nothing.
As usual.
Nothing of interest.
Yeah.
Making excuses for his alcoholism, most likely. No, he wasn't. He was very humble. And he's like, yeah, man, maybe I have a fucking issue.
No, he did the right thing. He went away for a little bit, then he came back and showed that he was trying to change his behavior. So I appreciate that. And I'm willing to
He's making an effort, right?
Yeah. That's all you can ask for. Unlike some people.
How fucking funny was Gonzo? I had to shut off my mic.
I wasn't sure who was real.
At first, I thought it was Danny. Then I caught on, and I'm like, okay, let's roll with this. And I was like, holy fuck. The guy, he did not break accent or character. It was fucking spot on. How does he do that? I know Gonzo's a Latino. I was going to say a beaner or something, but I know Gonzo's like Latino. He's Mexican. He gets it, you know, so he knows the mannerisms and all that shit and the dialect. But how the fuck do you sound exactly like somebody else? Exactly. It's fucking beautiful.
I guess you gotta really listen to them and try to get their affects and like their little things. It's some people, if they're an impressionist or they want to be one, they have that skill.
When he started crying, I fucking lost it.
Sounds exactly like him.
I had to shut off my mic, man.
All right, well, we're gonna go to a break, Krystal. If you want to stay on the line, I'm gonna be debuting your song, so
yeah, hang out, Krystal.
You'll get to hear that.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna get high during the break. Thank you.
I'm gonna get drunk during the break and naked.
All right,
nice.
don't do any dope.
What the fuck, Boon? All right, we'll be back.
Wush.
Went out on dates with Koreans online, ate their muffs and took them from behind. Better Call Saul and The Walking Dead are the only things running through my head. Maxwell told me there's a girl out there, big natural jugs and shaves her pussy hair. Tired of filling my socks with big cum stains. Gotta get to Krystal and bang. Oh, see her in my bed and I will get laid. Shoulda never given a show to Danny from LA. Got a sure thing and I'm jerking my cock. Going to California to fuck Krystal in her twat. Watch out.
Feels like my cock and my balls are about to explode. I'm shooting my load all over Podtrash Princess. Shave her behind and I'll take her backside. Use extra wide and she will cry.
If I was mean, she would suck my dick straight from her ass without cleaning it. La 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 la. Caught her in the trash with my condom and load. She tried to have a baby that should never, never, never be born. Kicked it from her hand, her face was covered in cream. She shoved a candle in my cock. Stop, stop, stop it, I scream. Yeah.
How'd you like your song? Did you like it? Was it sweet?
Oh my god, that was awesome.
I fucking cried.
Oh, I did too.
I cried out of tears of joy and melancholy.
Disgust.
Tears of joy and melancholy and romance, and then tears of laughter and tears of sadness.
Yeah, it was a sweet song.
Oh my
It was
god,
beautiful.
But that was
lyrics.
really kind of Chuck Steak speaking vicariously through me, if you really think about it.
Yes.
Because he had some pretty disgusting thoughts.
Yeah, Chuck Steak. You know, he does throw us a few ideas every now and then, and some of them are really good. But that had to be rewritten, Wush, entirely by you. So that's your bit.
Did I tell you? I didn't tell you. Did Chuck Steak like talk to you about this at all? Like, did he say, "Oh, hey, he made the song. Here, listen to it"?
He sent me an email, and it was like lyrics, and I'm like, you know, maybe I'll get to it.
Oh, so you don't even know. He sent me an email like later in the night after I sent him the song. He's like, "That's fucking awesome. I love it." And then right at the end of the night, he's like, "Hey, Boon used to hate me for doing this. Like, I thought I wasn't this guy anymore, you know, the same guy from 10 years ago. But he's like, you got to redo the last verse. The timing was off." And I was like, wait, what? What is he writing to me? And he's like, he had this whole paragraph about how you guys used to be in a band and he would like fucking piss you off by telling you your timing was off when you would sing.
Well, I wasn't a great singer. I mean, no, I don't think so. I don't think that's true.
Well, he was analyzing it as if he was Simon Cowell. Like, and it was a parody song. So I'm like, dude.
He had like 19 beers in him when he wrote that email.
Yeah, that's what I said. I wrote back. I was like, no, I know what you mean, but I mean, it's a parody song. I think to go too far into it, it's just going to lose its funniness. Too perfect wouldn't be as funny. He's like, oh, don't listen to anything I write after 1 a.m. I'm too drunk.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you don't want to hear a parody song where someone nails the fucking song out of the park to the point where it sounds so good that you like, oh, this is a nice cover of Going to California.
He thought I was
just
gonna
like fucking Robert Plant.
No, because I told him I joked around and I was like, hey man, we should put this on iTunes and you'll get 2 cents of every 5 cents we make. I'll sell for 5 cents. And he thought I was serious about that.
Oh, he's trying to make a nickel.
Yeah, he thought I was actually going to put it on iTunes and sell it. And he was like, oh, well, you put everything on iTunes. I thought you were serious.
And people would get those inside jokes. Yeah. About 100 would.
I told him, like, 90% of what I say is not serious, even though it sounds serious. It's not.
It's a constant ball busting if you're affiliated with... It all started with WDM.net, WushDishmean.net. It was a constant ball busting. It continued to Stern Universe, and it still continues here today at Podtrash. And the drama is juicy and succulent.
Well, now you have 2 songs, Krystal. You have one where someone's calling you a bitch and not liking you, and now you have a sweet song. What do you think about that?
Bitch called Krystal. Yeah, I like yours way better. When can we make that a reality?
Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
Except for the ass play, and I'm not going to try to have your baby, and I'm not going to stick a candle in your dick.
Well, he said you would cry. I would use Astral Glide.
Hey, Wush, I know Bill Cosby's drug dealer, so I'll hook you up before you go out to California.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is I got to fly all the way to California. Why does everybody always have to live so far away?
Hey, shit.
I'll come to you, baby. I'll come to you.
Hold on, man. I think I hear the little guy. I think he's piping up. He's creating a scene. So
every time you say that, I don't hear anything.
I know.
I think your child doesn't exist.
I think he might be. I'm paranoid. I have to check, or I'll go crazy. I won't be able to focus on the fucking show.
Okay. Yeah, well, that seems to always be the issue. It's like everybody always lives on the other side of the country or the other side of the world or some issue like that. You're going to have to fly out here.
I will.
I don't have the money.
I'll hitchhike out there.
Are you going to hitchhike all the way from there?
Yeah.
That's dedication. I respect that. Or a plane. How much is a plane ticket?
I don't know. I'll have to look into it.
So now you're saying if we just met, it would just go immediately to sex. That's it.
Well, yeah. Why muddy it up with talking?
That's new to me. Usually,
we've done a lot of talking, Wush. We've already done a lot of talking.
Yeah, that's true.
I felt a disturbance in the forest. My wife had come home. That's what it was. My kid wasn't up.
No. Yeah, well, like I was saying before, I'd never hear your kid, and the only time I've ever heard him was when there was no video, so I don't think your kid exists. Maybe he's just a fake.
How old is your kid, Booney?
He's 3.
Oh, mine is too.
Yeah. Oh, Wush, do you want to see something fucking funny?
Yes.
All right, so just the other day, 2 days ago, I was organizing all the tools in the back of my truck, and I let the kid come out because he loves to hang out in the back of my pickup truck. And he finds this fucking little metal rod, right? And I'm distracted, and he finds this little metal rod in the fucking leaves next to the driveway. And he takes this thing and proceeds, I just bought a new fucking truck. He sits there and he's scratching a fucking picture of a dinosaur into my fucking truck.
Oh.
Or whatever it is, whatever he was trying to do. So I notice it. And I go, Jesus Christ, Booney Jr. And I go running up to him. I grab it out of his hand. And I threw this metal rod. And some feet, you know how people, like, when they're getting crushed by a car, like, they have, like, some superhuman strength that fucking they push the car off them or something? I threw this metal rod so fucking far, and at such force, it embedded itself in a tree like 50 feet away. It buried itself halfway, and I got photos to prove it.
I did see that, and you put it on Reddit, didn't you?
I did. I put it on Reddit, and it got shit on. Nobody believed me.
Was it as many views as that other one you did that had like on the front page?
No, the original post got banned from the fucking Reddit. And I'm like, why did that get banned? They're like, original content only. I'm like, I just took my time to fucking do this for you dicks.
How is that not original content? Your own photos.
Then I said, fuck you. Prove it's not original content. I just did this, you idiots. And I'm yelling it back and forth at this mod via fucking mod mail. And he's like, okay, dude. He goes, my bad. It's not that it wasn't original content. It's that in this subreddit, we don't allow image altering. And what I had done is I did these red circles so you could see where the rod was up on the tree. Like
Right.
you wouldn't have been able to see it. He's like, unfortunately, he's like, I feel for you. Unfortunately, your collateral damage will rule when you do enforce on this subreddit. And I'm like, all right, man, that's cool. I get it.
Yeah, but that other post you made about the knife, I don't think people realize how huge that is to get on the front page of Reddit. And what was it, like 400,000 views or something crazy?
It's
like that?
actually up to 1 million now.
1 million views?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Just for posting photos of a knife you made.
Yeah.
It was the title. That was it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because you wrote, I needed a knife and I didn't have $300 or something.
Yeah,
like
I
that.
wanted a $300 knife. And it was like high carbon steel. This is the knife I just made. This one
Because
right
the
here.
way it was titled, it made you think that you stole or robbed a store or something.
I just wrote it how I thought it. I didn't really put too much thought into it, to be honest.
That's what
with
I
you.
thought when I looked at it. Because it was like, I needed a knife and I didn't have the money for it.
And it was on a subreddit that like no one really goes to. And Reddit's really fickle, and Reddit's a really weird place. And I have a love-hate relationship with Reddit, and emphasize hate. Sometimes it really burns my ass for some reason. Fucking Reddit. I don't know why.
Krystal,
Don't ask me why.
are you able to see my screen like Booney does?
I'm not on. I'm actually looking at the YouTube video right now, and there's like half of Booney.
On Skype though, are you?
Oh,
Yeah,
on
just
Skype.
watch
Hold on, let
Skype,
me pull it up. Hold on.
Hey,
hold on.
Wush, I linked you the images, the link.
I
But
can. Yeah, I can see him.
this was my most amazing feat I've ever done. That's like this 18-inch metal rod, and if you read it, it'll show the perspective of what I exactly did. I had to use binoculars just to find the fucking thing in the tree, but I knew it stuck into a tree because I heard that thunk.
I saw that you put like a telescope on your phone or something.
I put my phone lens through
And
one
static-
of the eyes of a binocular.
In the chat room, Static's like, oh, I got a new peeping Tom technique. He said he was going to use that on his phone to go look in people's windows.
Well, you can.
That is a good
actually.
idea. Well,
guess
that
if
was
you
good
wanted-
for Ruffy. Ruffy wanted. That was probably what Ruffy was using. His
Ruffy Pup
phone.
looks into people's homes and masturbates.
That's
That's a fucking
creepy.
problem. That's a big fucking problem.
Then when you think about that, now you're like, wait, how many people do that? You can imagine there's probably other people in your neighborhood that peek out their window to try and see you like jerking off in your window.
Find the fattest, oldest guy who still lives with his mom in the neighborhood, and that's the guy peeking
Yeah.
through your fucking window, shooting jism on the fucking up in a tree somewhere.
Ugh.
Yeah,
I've
Coming.
seen people.
He's coming to you just cooking dinner.
I've seen it before,
in
like
your
people
sweatpants.
climbing
I
into
just saw his dick
trees.
through his sweatpants, and then he comes up in a tree with
I've
his
seen it.
binoculars on.
I've seen people doing that before. Like they climb up into trees to look into their neighbors' windows and try and spot something.
I would probably, I would shoot him in the helmet with my fucking pellet gun. I'd shoot him in the I'd put on my scope on my pellet gun. I'd get on my roof. He wouldn't even see me. I'd be in a ghillie suit, and I'd shoot his helmet right before he was gonna come.
Remember, Ruffy
Shoot
Pup.
the helmet of his penis with a pellet gun.
Ruffy Pup should be in jail.
He should be fucking behind bars, as far as I'm concerned.
I wouldn't be surprised. A lot of the people involved in these shows and everything, there's some, they just seem like weird, funny people. But then when you really get into their life, there's probably some weird shit going on there.
But I love it. And guess what? Who's to say? I mean, listen, my life was a fucking train wreck too. But
I could say I've never done that. Peep in someone's window.
No, everyone's got their faux pas though. Some are super criminal like Bill Cosby and Ruffy Pup.
Oh my god.
And some aren't. But
Usually
we're
the
we're
people,
here to reach out at all types of people here at Podtrash.
usually the people who seem like they have everything together are the ones that are doing some real fucked up shit. I mean, Bill Cosby, before his rape accusations, was seen as like, a bumbling, funny guy. No one ever suspected Bill Cosby was doing anything, but I took one look at him and I knew he was raping.
Always watch out for the people who won't work blue.
Yeah.
Always watch out for the people who won't be true and won't work blue. I just made a fucking poem, and guess what? It's real. The guys who won't say how they fucking feel.
The clean comics, for sure.
Yeah, and that's why I'm not even worried about Ruffy Pup, because he's very real. I think he's peeked in a couple of windows and got a boner and fucking went on his way. That's okay. I have no problem with Ruffy Pup. He's a 500-pound guy in New Orleans who lives with his mom, and he's like in his 40s. What are you going to do? That's a cheap thrill for Ruffy Pup. I'm talking about guys like Bill Cosby, guys like fucking big politicians, like, fucking Bill Clinton. God knows what he was up to.
Krystal, if you went over some guy's house and he offered you 2 pills, would you take them?
Yes.
As long as one was the morning after pill, yes.
Good answer.
Because that's how this happened. They would go over to his house and he would be like, "Hey, you want to take these pills?" And they'd be like, "Oh, it's Bill Cosby, so it's okay." And then they would drink it and they'd fall asleep and then they wake up with their pants off. Would you take $100,000 or would you come forward with the rape accusation if he paid you off?
Good question.
Oh, that is a good
take the
question.
$100,000.
I would take
like
yeah.
the rest of the 40 other women did.
I would totally take the $100,000 and then I'd fucking hop on a red eye and be at your doorstep.
Yeah, and say, "I'm pregnant, Bill."
Yeah.
I'm pregnant, Bill. Now
I'd
what?
stick
I
a
want.
candle on his fucking dick.
Now I want $1 million, motherfucker.
It's hard.
Exactly.
It's hard to imagine as a guy. Like, I could say I would take the money, but I'm not a woman, so I wouldn't know how that feels to be.
I would, if I imagine
violated.
being fucking hanging out at a bar and meeting Bill Cosby and being so starstruck as a girl, and then he'd be like, "Listen, I can tell you a lot about the industry and acting. Let me come up to my hotel room, and okay, we'll smoke a joint, we'll have a few drinks and whatever." And all of a sudden wake up completely naked with your asshole in throbbing pain.
And him
filled with
over
cum,
you, him curled over you,
and your pussy
naked.
filled with cum, and your mouth filled with cum, and he's just sitting there smiling. Don't say anything to anyone later. Good luck in Hollywood. And he boots your naked ass out of his fucking hotel room. How would you feel?
I wouldn't. I don't know. I don't think I would go to his. It's not like it's Brad Pitt we're talking about here. It's fucking Bill Cosby. Like,
yeah, he's the most hideous human being on earth.
Exactly.
He looks exactly like Shrek. He looks like a fucking parody of Shrek.
He's disgusting. I would never. I mean, now if he was offering me pudding, maybe, but I just have a thing for pudding. But no, I would never. I wouldn't even be in his hotel room.
Hey, Bill Cosby's offered his vanilla pudding to any fucking girl who was willing to sit down next to him in a bar room. Trust me.
I wonder if he ever used pudding as the delivery mechanism, or if it was always just a drink.
Crushed up the pills.
Or Jello.
The girl goes to the hospital with butt pain. You seem to have
Their stomachs
your
just
butthole is filled with Jello pudding
and semen.
pops.
Jello and semen.
Hey, Tony, what's the obsession with the ass play?
Oh, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not into that in my personal life. I just think it's funny.
Oh. I was wondering because did one of the women come out and say that their asshole was literally like leaking and broken?
You know what I'm doing? I'm doing
Bill Cosby or what?
I'm doing a character assassination piece on Bill Cosby. So you have to include the asshole. You have to imagine that this guy did the most terrible things in the world.
Absolutely, yeah.
To these women while they were fucking completely under his control and unconscious. Believe me, the asshole was involved. Heavily involved. And heavily filled with cum.
I mean, my asshole just got violated in Wush's song, so.
I don't think most guys actually like anal, giving a girl
me.
anal. I think they just like to say it or talk about it.
Listen, it was fun for me when I used to do it back in the day.
I'll put a thumb in there.
It was because it was taboo. It was different. It was something new. But now, I don't want.
Vagina's taboo, and it's all about ass play. And
Yeah, it's because people watch too much porn.
I can't even watch porn where it's where they're sticking a dick in an asshole.
Me
I hate
neither.
that.
I'm like,
And I fast forward. I'm like, where's the vagina part?
Here's my go-to. My go-to is Pornhub, and I go to categories, and then I click on to big butt.
Big
and
butt.
it's usually Hispanic girls or black girls. I don't know why.
I thought you wanted like, you know, redheads.
I did. I went through a phase with BBW redheads, and I'm onto big butts, like really, really big ghetto booty girls with fucking tattoos on their backs and shit.
Don't say that to
Damn,
Krystal.
I got one of those.
Yeah. Did you see the woman that she posted a photo of that her husband dated? Booney?
No.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
This guy, the guy she was married to left her for some black chick, and she looks like a.
She looks like Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
No, I didn't see this.
Scary looking.
What is this? What?
You don't know? You didn't hear about that, Booney?
No, what is this all about? Tell me.
My husband just recently left me in December of 2014.
Oh, yes. Now you guys are confusing me. I didn't know this was about Krystal. I thought you were talking about, there's a strange coincidence. There's another situation.
No, Wush is always I'm always on his mind.
I know. You two are two peas in a pod, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Hey, check this out. Krystal, you'll like this, because Krystal can identify with this. If you've ever had Krystal, have you ever had a coworker who you just fucking couldn't stand? You wanted to kill the bitch, and it was a woman? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, here's how two women are at work. How passive-aggressive and fucking evil women can be. If you get two girls in a professional setting who just hate each other, it is nasty, passive-aggressive, toxic shit. Check this out. You're going to love this video.
What video? I don't even know what you're talking about.
Oh, I linked it in the fucking...
Might want to tell me that when you're doing that.
Don't you know me by now, man?
No.
Clear after that. The eyewitness weather 7-day forecast. Temperatures are in the 60s for the next couple of days. They're in the 70s. After that, we like that with a couple of shower chances by the time we get to Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And thanks for the hard-to-get applause, Nicole and Kevin. Yes.
Shit.
How's that, Carol? Is that good enough for you? Okay, I'll try a little harder next time. Thanks so much. Meanwhile, a high-speed chase, 12, has 9 grandchildren and 2
I don't want to put you on camera.
Grandchildren. Wow. Good for Ozzy. Now, it may be his birthday, but Carol, when it comes to the weather, we want no monkey business, okay? All good things.
It's 49 degrees in Philadelphia, Nicole. We have a temperature of 30.
I tried. You can't even give me that, can you?
38 degrees up through the Allentown area at this point. 44 in damp weather. Not anything unduly awful the way things are looking right now. Just not nearly as great as it will be this weekend, Nicole.
Well, Carol, I would say that forecast is bananas. But I know that's going to be completely wasted on you. So, I won't. Taking it back right now. All right, changing gears. 5:48 now. Boston Magazine. Carol, I understand you have some good news and possibly a halo behind you.
Possibly a halo. Nicole,
It always comes into question when it's you and a halo.
I know, isn't it odd that I'm the one always...
Oh my god.
I know nothing of cattiness going on between two women doing the same thing at all.
Well, you're going to be on camera then, honey.
How is that lasting, though? It's like multiple segments.
It keeps going. These two fucking hate each other. This is how women deal with it. Like, passive aggressively. It's so different from how guys who hate each other at work deal with it.
Yeah, but usually they get reprimanded for doing that on live TV.
They got to fire somebody. Who they going to fire?
Former Miss Pennsylvania. Oh, there you go.
I know. Look at she. How bitter is she? The older woman who doing the weather, and look at how smug the hot chick is. Like, I'm hotter than you, so I'm gonna berate you, and they just fucking hate each other. Ugh. I like the chick. I like the weather girl. I got the weather girl's back. This other bitch, the fucking news anchor. Look how cute I am. I'm blowing the boss. She fucking sucks. She's a cunt.
Yeah, but that's they do on every single show, or like when there's a host on network TV, they just put some supermodel or Miss Pennsylvania.
You got to play this because it escalates, and this is local to me, so it's very.
We got 5 minutes left, so
just play it. Well, come on, we can go on a little. We can give ourselves another 5. Play it, trust me, it's good. They get worse.
What is this
and worse.
image you sent me beforehand?
Oh, that was when I threw that metal rod into the fucking tree.
Yeah. All right. Well, just send me the link.
That's
I
the
still
link.
have the other one.
Well, I was proving that I threw the metal rod into the tree. If you need photographic evidence, then
I
it's
saw
just-
it, Booney.
Okay, thank you.
I saw it
Chris.
already. Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Well, you don't want to listen to those two girls argue? I thought it was hilarious, and it
Why don't you
escalates.
You're saying the same clip, or you
It's
said
just-
you had a different one?
No,
No, that one video right there plays
It's-
more and more clips, and it escalates in the video.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
you
just-
said I have another one if you want to see it. So
I do. But this one's
Well,
good.
Cheryl, I would say
this
that
is enough.
forecast is bananas, but I know that's going to be completely wasted on you. So, I won't.
you
Taking
keep
it back
talking
right
about
now.
bananas.
All right, changing gears. 5:48
Because
now.
she got
Boston
fucked with a banana by her
Carol, I
boyfriend.
understand you have some good news. And possibly a halo behind you.
Possibly a halo.
Time now, 6:30. Let's get you a check on weather with meteorologist Carol Erickson in the Weather Center. Morning,
Nicole,
Carol.
it's just perfect out there.
Breathtaking.
It's wonderful. We've
Lovely like you,
got...
Carol.
Yes, exactly.
Is how I would describe it.
It's me too.
Yeah, I knew you would.
Nicole, we were dealing with some really nice weather.
Well, Oscar-winning actress Reese Witherspoon has admitted mouthing off to an Atlanta police officer, but now we're actually seeing it.
You know my name? You're about to find out who I am.
I could see you pulling that whole "don't you know who I am"? Come on.
You said you could. Or you
I could see you doing it.
Oh, you?
Yeah, I
Then
could
you
see
don't know me at all. You don't know who I. Oh,
Don't you know? See?
Yes.
This is
that was an
contrived.
interesting little exchange. I'm sure she regrets, along with that last glass of whatever out there.
Oh, she insinuated she was a drinker.
I plan.
So enjoy those few days, okay?
This was probably some fucking network exec's idea to bring something interesting to the fucking news.
I don't
Just
know.
get
I
catty
smell,
and
I
yell
smell
at each other.
real fucking bitter hatred.
It seems a little too perfect to me. Like
I know,
it's that quintessential like
listen. Somebody's
passive
been following.
aggressiveness.
Somebody's been following these two cunts for fucking a long time now, and probably isolating these clips because they're so good. So this is probably over the span of a long time. And remember, we're seeing clip by clip by clip by clip at different situations. These two girls hate each other. They
So you
absolutely
think
just.
eventually she's just gonna, go postal on The Office?
I don't know.
Because she looks like it, that's what it looks like. Someone trying not to crack and get violent.
I know what's going on here.
Oh,
between these two
Stay
girls.
with their families. It's just they're human families.
One's older and one's younger.
Nicole, do you notice?
She's
Yeah.
jealous.
And she, the weather girl used to be an anchor who was hot and young like this one, and not anymore.
On Halo.
It's been manufactured. Let's just put it that way.
It's awful when you have to call attention to your own Halo.
It's the only way you're gonna get it.
That's right.
The halo.
We have a little bit of
The halo, because the one on the left's a Christian, and the one on the
I'm gonna
right's an atheist.
strangle you.
That way for a reason. But Carol, I'm looking at your shot, and it's just beautiful. Is that a halo?
Why is this any
A
different?
halo.
Why is it always the same thing? Bananas and halos.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
always
an
surprised
inside
because
joke.
You and Halo don't exactly go arm in arm.
You've seen me in the hallway. This is always with me. Everywhere.
The halo.
Look at this. This is the sunshine that we have.
She's
out
throwing around
this morning,
paperwork
and it's going-
now.
It's fine. It's comfortable. It barely burns the back of my head. But later on today.
All right, you can shut it
this
off.
is-
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna
maybe I
step away.
played a bad clip. I thought that was fucking fascinating. Crystal, what'd you think about that?
I do identify with that. I'm dealing with that right now with the cattiness and the bullshit and the
Which one's
bitchiness.
you? And which one's Elisa?
Elisa's the one on the left, but no,
Yeah.
but Crystal's not the girl on the right.
I was just gonna be like, Booney, we're not friends anymore.
No, you're not. You're not. You're a girl who's like straight up real and is a cool shit and a fucking badass cool girl who I would hang out with.
Only thing I worry
And
about.
I think that there's a problem because you're so real. And
See,
sometimes people can't identify with that realness.
I'm also highly emotional, and so it's like if I get frustrated and I can't take out my frustration, then I cry, and I look like a little wimpy bitch. So
See, the thing is, I'm afraid to comment on it because I'm not 100% sure if you guys actually hate each other, and I'm afraid if I do say the
Wush.
truth,
Oh, we'll look like idiots?
It'll make
Wush,
her
Are we being fucking
feel
suckers
bad.
right now?
can you guys see me? I know they
Yeah,
can't.
I can see you.
you guys see
no,
me
they
right
can
now?
they can see one of you at a time, so they can see.
Oh,
you
hell
now.
hath no
No,
feelings
no,
and a
no. You don't have to put me on.
podcaster
I'm telling you right now, like, look me in my eyeballs.
Yeah.
Okay. Look me in my boobs. No.
I can't see them.
Can't
They're right
see
here,
them.
see.
All right, there you go.
It's just all. Oh, I thought you meant your. Not your.
No, I'm not
your
going to
shirt.
show you my actual
Said, look
tits.
me in my shirt. Then
Look
Then just
at
say,
you and your
my
nipples.
cleavage. Look at me in my cleavage.
Look at me and my nipples.
This is not contrived. This is stemming from Ryan's birthday bash thing that she did. Doc Ivan, how she cut him off. Those are two
I
of
like
my,
him. I like Doc Ivan.
Right. Doc Ivan is like one of my best friends. Like
He's a cool dude. I like him a lot.
He's the best, and
he seemed very real. But anyway,
he
go
is
on.
very real. He's very much, and he identifies with me, and he has a lot of faith in me, and he believes in me in what I'm doing, and he, when she started talking about me, he knew where it was going, and so he said, I just don't want to talk. I'm not going to badmouth Krystal. I'm not going to badmouth a friend. And she cut him off, and she was really rude to him about it. And then in another episode of her show, she was like, fuck him, he's banned. And that's my friend, and I got pissed. But for the most part, what I was the most upset about is her constantly telling me that I'm nobody, that she wants to make me into somebody, and that she, nobody listens to my show, that nobody big anyway, that she's always on Stern, and that I need to keep that in mind because I'm a cunt and this, that, and the other thing. And so finally I was just like, fuck you. And I don't block people. I think that blocking is for pussies, but she does not stop messaging me. While I was on this show with you in the very beginning, she was messaging me, come on my show tomorrow. Come on my show. What are you doing? Are you Shuli's wife? How are you and Shuli doing? Because Shuli got involved. She's just antagonizing me.
Yeah,
So
I know, honey. She's a cunt. Oh, I'm sorry. For a second there, I thought my wife was talking to me about her coworkers.
See, I told you.
I'm
But do you
sorry.
realize the fact that, like, I guess because you said you weren't really ever a Stern fan. Elisa's the former boyfriend of a writer on the Stern show, which
You mean
hasn't
she's the
been.
girlfriend of a writer?
Yeah, she has no fame whatsoever. Only the Stern fans like to go watch her because they just
But
like
she's
looking
not
at
bad
her.
at what she does at her podcast.
It's bad, man. It's fucking horrible.
Listen, it's really fucking strange.
It's bad.
It's really,
I wish I had. I actually have it. I can play that song she wrote. It's an apology song.
It's kind of scary. It's kind of scary stuff.
Yeah, but
It's
does
like
she realize
scary, it's real?
Does
It's
she realize
definitely-
Joey's show was played like on the Stern show probably more than her show was, and she's dating the fucking writer on the show? What does that tell you?
Eesh, that's a fucking.
When Shuli got involved, it really escalated things. And now she's like saying,
Shuli, I hope you hear this. I saw you at I'm sorry, Krystal, I interrupted you, and that's rude, but I'll be done in a second.
It's okay.
I saw
It's your
you at
show.
To Catch a Rising Star at Mohegan Sun at a work party, at a corporate fucking party. I sat right up front. I was wasted, and I was waiting for you to tear into me, and you didn't. Thank you, man. You were fucking great. You killed it. And the Asian guy who opened up for you really bombed, but I tried helping him out. If you remember that, then you'll know I'm a fan, and I love you.
No, I like Shuli. I think Shuli, being the news guy, is just trying to find some content for the fucking Stern show because it's been lacking lately.
Oh no, it wasn't. I'm sorry, it wasn't Mohegan Sun. It was in Rhode Island. It was fucking what the fuck's it called? The new slot place they opened up in Rhode Island. But yeah, it was in Rhode Island, Shuli. It wasn't in fucking Mohegan. Sorry. Go on.
Yeah, but that's his job to get news stories for Howard 100 News. So he's trying to find something, and we're probably the only ones making content for the Stern show. I mean, come on.
I don't know. I love Joey's show, and I've been listening to less and less of Howard, and it's not because I don't love Howard. Howard's been
Yeah, we're
me
keeping
like,
the
a
Whack Pack
family member.
alive
I
through
mean, he's
Joey's
my life.
show.
He was one of the biggest parts of my life. I'm in manual labor, so obviously it was by default. I had to listen to Howard, and I wouldn't want to listen to anyone. He was the best. He is the best of all time. He's the greatest broadcaster. Of
How come
all
you never listen
time.
to?
But I can't listen to him now, Wush. Can you?
No, you know that. I don't listen.
I know.
anymore.
I'm saying there's a problem. Maybe it's time to do something else, and that's fine. Go out. Don't keep touring like the Rolling Stones. You ever see video of the Rolling Stones' latest? It's like literally skeletons, like being propped up by fucking strings.
How come you never listen to the Stern show, Krystal?
I just never like. Well, okay, in the beginning, like, well, not in the beginning, but when I first came to know Stern, like, and like the Whack Pack members and stuff, I had the impression that he exploited them, and it wasn't until I got to know like Eric the actor and became friends with him and stuff that I realized that he did do a lot for them.
Oh, yeah.
And so my opinion kind of changed. But once Eric the actor passed away, he was really the only reason why I did listen to it. And once he passed away, I just didn't. There was no reason really. I'm just not really into it. Plus, I don't have a subscription, and it's just, yeah.
You probably you missed the
really,
best of
what
it.
set me off. I'm sorry, just real quickly. What set me off and made me stop was Gary the Conqueror and Wendy the Slow Adult. That was it for me.
Yeah, that's
I've
all I'm
had her
saying.
on my show before.
You're not
Wendy
getting
the
the
Slow
best
Adult?
of it.
Yeah, Wendy. Yeah, why are you saying slow adult? She loves Wendy the retard.
That's her whole identity. I know. And it was really elitist and bizarre and
changed.
social justice fucking confusion that happened between Beth and Howard, I'm sure. And that Beth said, listen, maybe you should be more PC. And Howard's like, honey, they're on the beach in the Hamptons and everything made sense. And he's like, yes, you're right. And then that happened. And I'm like, I'm out.
That must have been 5 minutes after they had sex.
Yeah. He had just blown a big one in her. Well, he wears a condom, so.
That's what I'm saying. You missed probably the best part of the Stern Show. I'd say probably 2000 to 2006 was really, really good. And you probably would have loved the show. It would appeal to you, I think. But now it's a totally different show. Now he's on America's Got Talent, and it just lost its edge. It's just not the same show.
Yeah, I had to buy Wendy a pizza to get her to come on my show.
What is with Whack Packers wanting pizzas sent to them?
But it was totally worth it. But I did ask her about that. I asked her, I said, do you want to go by slow adult or do you want to go by retard? And she's like, retard. I'm like, okay.
No, I never had the idea that Howard was exploiting any of the Whack Packers. If it wasn't for him, they would be living this miserable life and probably be
like I said, I changed
secluded.
my view.
What Howard's doing now is he's relaxing, man. He's getting old. He's getting ready to retire. There's nothing wrong with what he's doing now. It's just me as a fan. I'm going to retire with him. I mean, Howard's just chilling, and he feels, maybe he does feel maybe he is bummed out about calling Gary the retard, Wendy the retard. Maybe he's like something like hurt him.
Thinking
Maybe
back on his life, like, whoa, I exploited all these people. I'm a horrible person.
But he didn't. We all loved you, man. I mean, we're all retards in our own right, Howard. You know that, and so are you. I think that he's reflecting back and he's looking at it in a way he shouldn't be. He was the best broadcaster of all time. No one's going to be better than him. No one, ever. And I think that his legacy maybe should have fizzled out quicker.
He set his own bar too high.
Yeah, and then he started doing network television, and then for me that was like, oh man, no.
Yeah, it's like the show is at its peak, and now there's no way to get back to that. So everyone's always going to say, "Oh, it's not as good as it was. It's not as good as it was, and it's never going to get better."
And I think Artie was a big kind of like sabotage. Like Artie was almost like a time bomb, man, for that show too, in a weird
way.
It
interesting. He made the show interesting. That was when I was listening the most, when just trying to find out where the fuck Artie was, and he wouldn't show up to work, and they'd be like, "Where's Artie?" And then they find out he lied and he's on a fucking boat somewhere.
There was an uncomfortable level of tolerance for Artie and his behavior, though, that made me really uneasy when everyone else took it up the ass for fucking up at work, and Artie was untouchable. It was bizarre.
Yeah. That's the thing. You usually see people hit rock bottom, but he had so much money and success that he could just go further and further down.
It's opiates, because opiates are the ultimate enabler. They're the ultimate enabler. They can manipulate anyone to enable an opiate addict.
He's my dream interview right there.
Oh, because you guys would know what's up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You've been there.
I've got, I have 12 years of sobriety, but yeah.
Opiate addicts, heroin or whatever, pills, they can manipulate their best friends, their family, and you fucking believe them with all your heart. They are professional. You just get it like instantly. If you're addicted to opiates and you need to tell an excuse, you're gonna come up with the best but you'll get caught up eventually.
RDV, you're on the air.
Hello.
Good eye.
Do you think that? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I might.
Yeah. Do you think that?
Thank you for your call. Thank you for your call, sir. Just kidding. How are you, RDB?
Very well, thank you. How are you going, Boon? Crystal, good evening.
Good evening.
Do you think that Howard, with this condom rubbish, and Beth, is because he's got a venereal disease like herpes or something?
Yeah, but everybody has herpes. Everyone,
No. He said that he uses condoms to make him last longer. That was his excuse.
No, it has nothing to do with venereal disease. It's about Howard not wanting to knock up Beth, and Beth's not taking the pill.
Yeah,
because you don't take the pill when you're fucking a billionaire.
So how old is Howard now?
50 or 60. 50 something or 60.
I think he's 60 even.
So why wouldn't have he had a vasectomy? I mean, he doesn't want any more children. He's terrified of getting Beth pregnant.
Would you want to never be able to shoot a load?
That doesn't stop you from shooting a load.
61.
Is it still white and milky and is a real load?
Well, I would imagine so. That doesn't change. It's just the sperm count. It's the sperm isn't in there.
No, I need my little friends hanging around and swinging around down there. I don't want to do that to myself. I'm not getting.
But the question, why couldn't she just, have her tubes tied or?
Dude, I saw my dog get fucking fixed. I don't know. As a matter of fact, I'm bitter about my parents circumcising me. I felt that was genital mutilation.
It was.
And I didn't ask for that.
It was.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm fucking bullshit about me being circumcised. And guess what?
Why?
Actually, you know what? I can't even get into the next segment because it's way too fucking personal. And I'll start getting livid.
You actually want to force
circumcision is
gross.
Psychogenital mutilation. Inspired by the fucking churches, right? The church wants to emasculate men.
To stop masturbation.
Yeah, and kill their fucking sex drive.
In the 30s,
That's all it's about. True. It has no medical fucking purpose at all.
It's
it's
an
horseshit.
aesthetic thing,
And it's
obviously.
genital mutilation,
Definitely
and it's happening in 2015. Nobody talks about men's rights or little boys' rights, when you're born. It's not the boy's decision to have his genitals mutilated.
I never thought about it like that.
It's a fucking horrible thing. Circumcision is a black plague on the evolution of mankind.
I can say I'm grateful for it. I don't want a foreskin and be
Listen,
cleaning cheese out of my dick.
I have a beautiful looking penis.
Can we see it?
No, but it's also unnatural. It's an unnatural penis.
Get out of here with this shit.
My soul craves naturalism.
You don't give a shit about your dick.
I do. I wish I wasn't circumcised. As a matter of fact, I know my dick would be an inch bigger.
Well, they
if I
say
wasn't
when you're uncircumcised, like RDV was saying, the nerve endings are still there untouched, so it's more sensitive. It feels better for the guy, but most women do not find it attractive. I'm sorry.
I don't care about what a woman
Maybe in
finds
Australia it's
attractive.
different. That's
I
the
don't
thing.
care about that.
They're used to it.
I don't want some doctor who I don't know ripping my fucking dick apart for no reason when I'm a baby and I got no choice on that matter. That's that child's body. It's a baby.
So do you think it'd be better if they don't do that and let until the child gets older and can make a decision for themselves?
There are guys who get circumcised at like 18, 19, or in their fucking 30s.
It's safer. When you do it as an infant, you can kill the fucking kid. Look up the statistics. It can kill a fucking infant.
If you hit a vein or something.
Oh my God, it's killed, I don't know, hundreds of thousands. It's a dangerous procedure. It's not even beneficial. They say it's a sanitary thing. Why? Because the guy gets dick cheese under his helmet if he doesn't shower enough?
Yeah.
What? Who cares?
See, Crystal, what you're talking is absolute
pussy?
rubbish.
Like, as a guy, it happens to everybody.
Women who say, "Oh, the dick cheese, the dick cheese, the dick." God, who the hell are you sleeping with? Hobos on railway stations?
Yeah, you do get gross dick cheese, though. You're uncircumcised, though,
no.
RGB.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, you're uncircumcised. Admit it right now. You've seen dick cheese.
I can admit it right now. Dick cheese has never, ever.
Bullshit! You're a fucking liar.
If you don't go without without showering, just even 1 or 2 days, if you're camping,
or exercise or sweat,
right?
Crystal.
I mean, my boobs get sweat and stuff. That's
her boobs get dick cheese on them.
She's got a lot of space to cover. She's got to throw them over the fucking shoulders in the shower and get the bottom.
There is milk in there. It could make cheese.
Hey, listen, man. I got a few buddies who are uncircumcised, and they say they get dick cheese all the time. And they go in the shower and they have to get a woody.
I imagine your
And then they
buddies
say
are gross.
they spread their fucking turtleneck out, and they say they wash the helmet and fucking swing it back and forth in the shower water and get all the dick cheese off.
Well, see,
So
that's
it's
the
true.
weird.
You've had dick cheese and you lied to us, man.
Well, the whole example of it being more sensitive and them saying, you know, cutting it off makes it so you're not as sexual. I don't think that made any fucking difference. It didn't make it feel like, oh, I don't want to have sex because my dick's circumcised. Didn't do shit.
There's been studies though, like where they do social studies as far as how a person who is circumcised versus how a person who is uncircumcised feels confidently as far as confidence goes. And I actually am not going to quote that or cite that because I don't have the reference offhand, but I believe it was shown that people who were uncircumcised were less confident. Guys who were uncircumcised were more introverted.
Oh, of course, because they're a real fucking buck, man. They're a real buck. They're a
Well, in
real
our
man.
society,
They're an
our
alpha. They're an alpha dog because they're swinging a real dick.
My God.
And another thing, I mean, it is also proven that circumcision
You can get
prevents STDs better than
Boon.
uncircumcised guys. That's scientific fact.
Boon, you can get your foreskin put back on though. They can like cut your fucking ear off and put it on your dick.
Or like
I've seen it.
I think there's a
I swear to
stretching-
God.
There's a stretching mechanism that actually
Yeah.
you have to wear it for like 2 years.
It's like weights. It takes the skin on your dick.
over the top again.
Yeah, so if you're real about this and you really give a shit, go get your fucking foreskin back and stop crying over it.
I think I can find it because I have my original birth certificate. So I think it's still in the dumpster there.
It's
gonna staple to the certificate.
It's still there.
It's probably shriveled and
It's
and
dried
rotten.
out. It's like a piece of beef jerky, but I'll
Oh.
rehydrate it.
A Cheerio or something.
Yeah, I'll rehydrate it like
Disgusting.
beef jerky, and I'll fucking duct tape it on there, and it'll grow back in. You know what? My older brother, I can't say his name. He used to claim that in high school back in the 1980s, like the early 80s, we're talking Breakfast Club. Now, my older brother was a Bender from the Breakfast Club. You guys ever seen that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know who Bender is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
The-
my
the-
older
the
brother was
headmaster.
Bender. He was Bender, but on the back of his jacket was an Iron Maiden patch, and he had claimed that his Iron Maiden jacket disappeared one day, and he came home in his IROC Z in a fucking like a suede leather fucking jacket with like frills. You know the fucking frills on the arm or whatever they're called. And he said it was made. He said his jacket was made of the hymens of virgins that he got in high school that he had collected over the years. True story.
What did that have to do with circumcised dicks?
Oh, it's just
Well,
another, you know,
piece of vagina, yeah.
it's a piece of vagina. We're talking about a piece of a penis. That's
Well, now
missing.
there's vagina circumcision too. In like the Middle
Yeah.
East, they cut
Well,
their
it's
clits
genital
off, or the
mutilation.
labias
It's still-
off.
Yeah, it still happens in Africa. You know, it still happens in third world countries where women have their clitorises cut off
You ever
so
seen
they
it?
won't cheat on their fucking husbands. Child brides.
You ever seen what it looks like?
Fucking 13-year-old girls. I don't want to fucking see what it looks like. People are
It
fucking
looks
horrible.
It looks like a vagina with no labia or clit. It just looks like a
Yeah.
slit.
So the woman won't cheat on him. So the fucking husband of the child bride can use him like a doll, like a fucking blow up doll.
It's gross looking.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's
These
really
people are inhuman. They're savages.
bad. Ugh.
Ugh.
So,
Ugh.
go get your
Bill
dick.
Cosby.
Go get your dick reconstructed, Boone. And don't come
Can't
back
stand
until
those
you do.
vaginas that haven't had their clitorises cut off either. Ugh.
Can we move
Nice.
on to another
Smell.
topic, please?
Ugh.
This is
Yeah, those
highly disturbing.
those vaginas
shit.
have cheese. I'll never go near a regular vagina.
Wish, we are the rawest. I gotta tell you, we are the fucking edgiest show on the internet. We have to be.
Or the most disgusting.
Disgusting, repugnant shit.
For sure. That's
Real
why it's called
gross out
Podtrash.
Shit, fucking show.
It's trashy.
Nice to see you so sober tonight as well, Booney.
Oh yeah, well I'll tell
My
you what.
brother.
RDV had an issue, actually. He didn't bring it up. That he says he finds Americans seem to have an interest in gay baiting, like baiting guys into being gay. Like you and
my
Joey.
God.
I was going to bring it up. I just didn't find my avenue yet. That's all. I was waiting for a lull in the conversation.
Now's your time.
All gay guys have a hard-on for baiting in a fucking straight guy into being gay. Why is that a mystery? That's totally true.
No. Straight guys baiting other straight guys into being gay. That's what he's talking about.
What?
Like joking around, like you and Joey joking around about fucking each other in the woods.
Yeah.
He says that's an American thing. That American guys tend to joke around about being gay.
Maybe it's just that I'm comfortable with gay guys, and I think they're fucking just guys who are funny.
Fucking just guys, yeah.
Yeah, fucking just guys. Hey, listen.
You
I don't like
misquoted
gay
me.
jokes.
Wush?
Hold on, guy. I don't like gay jokes. Come on, guys. Seriously, come on, guys.
Oh, you did that already. Fucking Christ.
Hey, this guy's nuts. Grab him. This guy's nuts. Grab him.
Go ahead, RDV. What were you gonna say?
I was going to say you misquoted me. What I was curious as to why a lot of Krystal's hangouts and all of these other things that I'm coming across through Podtrash, and everyone seems to, all the participants seem to be from America, and it just seems that all of the conversations seem to go to that direction of. Oh yeah, so I was just wondering how $100. Would you suck my cock for $100? No way, man! I wouldn't suck your cock for $100. What about $110? Would you suck my cock? It's happening all the time. I'm a witness to it. I'm a part of the audience, and this is what I'm hearing. And
You're
it's
out
just
of your
not.
fucking mind.
So maybe you don't notice it. Maybe you can't see the forest for the trees.
I don't remember ever asking anyone.
You know what?
if
We're
they would
sending
suck my
fucking
dick.
aircraft carriers to Australia right now and planes. You guys are done.
To kill all the straight people over here. Oh,
You know we can do it, don't you?
Damn straight, I know.
We could wipe out Australia in 2 seconds. Do not piss us off over here.
Don't worry, we've got some of your weapons are stashed over here as well,
yeah,
mate.
You guys got military.
We'll hotwire those
You guys
nuclear
got some
warheads.
really weird American military bases out there, man. What's up with that?
Pine Gap and
the real Area 51's in Australia.
no one talks
They're
about that
preparing
one.
to backstab us. That's what I think's going on.
Nah, we got bases everywhere, Wush.
Yes,
We're the
we
glory.
are.
RDV's a
Friends.
spy, probably. He seems a little weird. I think there's something going on with RDV.
Have you've seen how I'm trying to join the gang as well? I got my
Your snapback.
yeah.
You got swag.
This is nice. Hey, there's no snap on the back of this.
I
Look at
will
this.
show you how to have swag.
I would say I would say he was a Fed from Washington D.C.
Yeah.
Doing an Australian accent, but I actually saw a rainbow lorikeet one day.
Yeah, you
And that
think it's all
convinced me
normal,
he's-
but when I
he's
first saw
really
him
in Australia,
when I first saw him, I'm like, how is this guy listening to our show? There's something going on with him. What are you really here for? You're interested in number stations and stuff, espionage?
I love number
I just want to know how much you actually know. That's all.
I knew that. There's something going on with you.
Is your finger on the pulse or not?
Oh, I did listen to that video because I have seen those before. They're really interesting. They're like very creepy. Just stations of like numbers being said in little kids' voices. That's what it's used for, though. If you'd imagine, it's probably just espionage, like trying to get messages across. It started after the war, so it makes sense.
Yeah, but it's been going. The technology has the whole world has grown up with the amazing technology now, but it still uses this really old school shortwave communication. It's amazing.
I
And
saw
very
one that was
creepy,
like
very creepy.
Ice Cream Man music. It was like playing Ice Cream Man music, and then it would cut into a child's voice just saying numbers.
1, 7, 8, 3,
weird.
1.
Well, you ever seen those Enigma machines? You know what those
Yes,
are?
yes.
It's
Yes, of course.
pretty much the same thing. These two machines, both people on both ends need to have the same machine, and they'll type numbers into it, and only the person with the other machine will be able to decrypt the message. It's the same thing, I think. I don't think it's anything too scary. I couldn't read that, Krystal. It's too small.
It says she wants to have sex with you.
You need to write that on paper? I couldn't see it. The picture's too small. It's 12:25 now. I think we're supposed to end because you're supposed to do your show, Crystal, aren't you?
Well, yeah, we were supposed to go check out and like test run Hangouts, but
Yeah, Booney made us go on too long.
Did I
Yeah.
miss any? Did I
Fuck
miss any good
Booney,
drama?
fucking yeah, I was just trying to send Wush a message via paper note.
An Enigma message, yeah. It was decrypted. We were talking about
It
number
was a
station.
smiley face, Wush. It was a smiley face.
Oh,
Do you remember the smiley face?
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
So where's that faggot Chuck Steak? He's not doing the after show?
No, he was just in the.
He's in the
he
chat
was right
room.
There.
He's here.
Oh.
So he's ready. We're gonna end the show, and so Crystal can do her show.
Can I call in? I'm not gonna stay on long. I
No,
only
Booney, I want you to, for sure, for sure. That'll give me something to talk about before I bring Mike on, because he hasn't gotten back to me yet, and I need a backup plan in case he fucking bails out.
I'll let it go for a little bit. I'll call it for 10 minutes, and then I gotta go to bed, man. But I don't let me go on. Tell me to stop after 10
No,
minutes.
come on immediately.
Oh, okay, I'll do that. But I gotta go. Give me 15 minutes, and I gotta go.
I'm just
Tell
gonna
me to
keep
go.
it running through my board because I told Maxwell not to even bother because it makes no sense.
Because I'm in the perfect radio mood tonight. I haven't been.
You're on it.
Yeah, you wouldn't shut the fuck up.
I'm sorry about that, Max.
You tried to take the initiative because everyone was complaining you weren't talking enough, so now you just talk too much.
I know. I'm sorry about
that. Hangouts? Do you want me to go over to Hangouts?
No, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna. We should just
right
stick
there?
with what we know for tonight,
Okay.
and then we'll work on it. Because I don't want it to fuck up, and then Mike calls in and we can't get him on.
I'm sorry about that. I wouldn't shut up, would I?
No.
That's annoying.
I was
Just being
talking to
honest.
Booney during the week about how awesome if you go back to the first 10 episodes of the Wush and Boon show, they were marathons. They went on for hours, and it was fun. You guys were having fun and talking about everything and nothing.
Isn't that the purpose of
Yeah.
what we're up to have fun?
We get to 50
Yeah,
shows.
but you've got an end of the show now.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
get to 50 shows, and you might find that it's not as fun as when you first start.
It becomes work. It becomes work eventually.
A chore, yes.
Yeah, but RDV, well, finally you said something. There was 3 other people who were like, "Oh, I'm calling in next week. I'm gonna say something." And of course, they never did.
I'm gonna
Nobody's
get
got
off,
the
you
balls.
guys.
They don't want me.
You're getting
pulling my
off?
fangs out.
All right.
I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna get
thought you
get
did
off
already.
right now, and then go back into my Skype so I can give my phone number. Keep talking, Booney. You're helping. I'm gonna get off.
Yeah, I'm helping. I'm helping people tune out.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Good night, Crystal.
I'll call you back after.
Okay, you do that.
I'm sorry about that, Wush. I do that sometimes, man. It's not. I'm not trying to. It's just.
Hey,
I'm
I'm
just-
gonna tell you if it happens, though. I'm not. It's not an insult. It's just.
I know, but it's annoying for the people listening. So I apologize.
No,
for
it
listening.
wasn't. It wasn't bad what you were saying. It was just like there
Wouldn't shut the fuck
The
up.
dynamic, yeah, it's hard to get a word in.
Yeah, it's annoying. If you did that to me, I'd be like,
Ah!
I wouldn't be mad at you.
Wait, I want to say something.
Did you hear me do this all night?
I wish there was a button I could press to make a fist come out of your screen and just punch you in the
Punch.
face.
A big boxing glove, boink boink, with the fucking
Like a Jack in the Box.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Sometimes I'm just really thinking really hard.
I'd rather you talk too much than not enough, though, because usually, like the last show, I felt like I was treading in a fucking shit, like rowing in shit.
Well, because
what's this echo now? RDV, he's trying to sabotage. Get out of here.
Hang up on him.
Yeah, see, I knew what you were up to, RDV. Fucking espionage.
So you made us echo for 1 second.
Yeah. He's
Good
a
job.
saboteur.
Elite troll.
No, I was saying like last show, like it's not every show, but every once in a while there'll be a show where I'll be talking, and then there's just a big silence, and I'm like, okay, so do I just wait for him to say something, or do I just keep going?
Because when I do the previously ons, you got to understand, I fucking analyze and listen to everything. And I've noticed, like, and I'm listening back, and I'm like, Booney, shut the fuck up for 2 seconds. And it makes me sick in the head that I can't shut up. And fucking, so it gets on my mind on some shows, and I'm like really cognizant about it. And it's like right in my face. And I'm like thinking, shut up, Booney, shut up. That's what I'm thinking through the whole show. Stop talking, because you're annoying.
Yeah, but I think the one thing is, no matter what the topic is brought up, you have to show interest in it. Even if you're not interested in it.
If I'm not interested, I'll be like, that sucks dick.
Yeah, or do that. Like even like when I brought up the Star Wars trailer, it was good because even though you didn't like it, you said something, funny just yelling about it.
Yeah.
So it works either way. That's the thing. We have to just bring shit up, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. At least we brought it up instead of just not talking.
And also in our arguments, I've reflected back and listened back on them, and I'm like, maybe I was kind of the fucking shithead, and so there's that too, where I'm trying to be very aware of my behavior. You know what I mean? How I affect other people when I'm drunk.
I think we both fed into it partially, but then also like the beginning of last show. When you were like, hurry up, man, hurry up. You notice I didn't take the bait because that would have probably set me off and we would have went into another show where we're just angry at each other.
Did you find that as hostile? I was busting balls.
No, but it is annoying. I know.
I know you're scrambling and trying to do your thing, and that's why I thought it would be funny to text you that. It wasn't like...
That was also when we first got on the show. You're like, what the fuck, man? Or let's start already.
Busting ball. That's busting balls. So you're misconstruing it now.
Here's Chuck Steak to lay some wisdom down.
What's going on, Chuck Steak?
Hey, is RDV still there?
Hey, I scared the shit out of you when you came out of the shower, you faggot.
Oh, well, what the fuck, man?
I had to take an emergency shit.
What is he taking a shower?
I was in my old hometown because I had an estimate in that town. And I was driving home, and I was going to go shit in a gas station. I'm like, fuck that. I'll go to my mother's house. So I
walked out of the shower today, and I see, just like, he doesn't even, like, say anything. I walk out of the shower, I see this fucking, like, grizzly Adams-looking motherfucker standing, like, right in front of the bathroom door. I had a heart attack.
I thought you were going to say he was shitting. Like you opened the shower curtain and he was just on the toilet shitting.
Hey, listen.
No, I opened the bathroom door. And the fucking, he didn't even say anything. He's just like standing in the hallway. And, like,
but don't say why, because Chuck Stick, there's a reason why that whole thing happened in that happenstance, and you know why, but you can't fucking say.
What do you mean?
Exactly. So anyway.
No, I have no idea what you just meant.
Good. Good. But anyway, it was funny, dude. If Chuck Stick had done that to me, I would have fucking, I would have shit on the floor.
Yeah, why did you just stand there? You should have pulled your pants down and start shitting in the toilet. And you'd be like, what's that smell?
No, he comes walking out of my sister's room, like, right towards me. No. I'm about to fucking die, for a split second. And, like, literally, my blood pressure just fucking dropped to, like, nothing. I thought I was going to have a heart attack.
I scared the fuck out of him. And there's no one at the house.
Right.
And all of a sudden, he comes out of the shower in a towel and he's like, doo-doo-doo, singing some stupid fucking song.
I wasn't singing shit, and I didn't scream.
Yeah, he was. He was singing, It's Raining Men.
Yeah.
I thought you say going to California.
No,
said
it's raining.
I missed my...
Hallelujah, it's raining, man. And he comes out of the fucking bathroom with his towel. I'm like, he goes, he was paralyzed.
Yeah, and then I came on Boonie's face by accident.
Nice.
He came.
That's what brothers do.
Yeah.
Shove chicken in each other's assholes.
You said, what did he say, Wush, on the previously on? Last word?
Brotherly incest?
Brotherly insertion.
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 Incestual insertion.
Incestual insertion.
It's gross.
Anyway, the only reason I called was I had a Cruz came up with a comment in chat, and I had a question for RDV. But if he's not here, then my call was.
What was the question?
Worthless. I wanted to ask RDV if he goes on like Ancestry.com.
Yeah.
If he can click on that.
Ancestry?
Ancestry, not
Ancestry.com. Yep. I'm familiar.
If you can click on a leaf and find out exactly what horrible offense his great-great-grandfather did to end up on Australia.
Oh yeah, he must have been jailed at
banished to Australia. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, because it's a prison colony, and his ancestor must have done something really fucking horrific for him to end up there.
The Brits did Australia because they wanted revenge on the Americans. Well, we'll make our own colony of assholes. You know,
I'd rather live in Australia than fucking Britain.
We got our asses beaten in the Revolutionary War, you know, so fuck the Americans. They beat our ass. We're going to make our own colony of losers, and we're going to beat on their ass. And then it turned out they sent all these prisoners to Australia, and then they got so nasty in Australia and badass that the Brits were like, we don't want to get beat up again. If Australia has a revolution, we're dead. They're going to kick our ass
Then
just like the
the
Americans.
Americans realize that, hey, these guys are good fucking fighters. They're from a long line of scumbags.
Because they had to go out into the river and fucking take this big-ass river to some campsite and start a colony and live in the fucking dirt and get sick and hunt deer and not eat and starve and do all this shit and then get hardened and be tough and strong and finally make a good colony. And these redcoats think they're going to storm in their pretty jackets and fuck them up.
No,
He just
Australia
came
would
back in like a saboteur.
Australia would annihilate Britain.
RDV's here. We need to end the show, though, so quickly.
Chuck,
All
just
right,
quickly.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I only called in because I thought RDB was still
He's there. He's here
I'm
now.
here. I'm here.
All right,
Okay.
RDB, have you gone on Ancestry.com?
Yeah, I've done a bit of a study.
All right,
Today in Australia is a
what
100th
did your,
anniversary.
The fuck's with you two today? Jesus.
I'm sorry. What did your ancestor do?
My ancestors actually came to Australia not as convicts. They came out. They emigrated. My father's family actually only came out in the 40s. So in the 50s. Sorry.
You're a liar.
In the 50s.
Why would I lie to you, man?
From where?
Of course he would lie about that.
But my mother's family were actually they were at Gallipoli, which is it's the 100th anniversary of the Battle of Lone Pine today. Very
You know, that's relevant, Gallipoli, because of the recognition of the Armenian genocide through Turkey. And the song Waltzing Matilda, as you might know, Chuck Steak, is a homage to the war between the Australians and the Turks.
It's one of my favorite songs. Of course I know it.
So you
I
should
don't know about that. I don't think that's true, Booney. I don't know where you read that. I haven't heard that.
What do you mean?
It's the Pogues, Waltzing Matilda.
Yeah, the Pogues.
Well,
no, it's a great fucking song.
It's an old
yeah,
song.
but it's. I think it's older than the First World War. That's all.
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
guys.
nothing to do with the Armenian genocide?
No, I don't
it's
think
about-
so.
It's about World War One.
But weren't the Australians involved in that whole war?
Oh, yeah,
Of course.
absolutely. But Waltzing Matilda didn't have anything to do with it.
Oh,
That's
okay. So, okay.
It's a
That's
much
about
older
World War One, right?
They were probably singing it in the trenches.
Okay. So
Thank
I'm an
you.
idiot, as usual.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Yep. We'll sign out on that note.
Happy Anzac Day, everybody.
Thank you for your
Yeah.
call. Get off the line.
Whatever
Get
that
off.
is.
Bye. Good day to you.
His grandfather raped.
Okay, stay tuned for Crystal After Dark.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
And thank you for listening and calling in. We'll be back next week. Episode 50. Holy shit.
I'm going to squirt rape juice in everyone's eyes on episode 50, Wush.
Yeah.
Mark my words.
Find Bill Cosby and rape him.
Oh, we're going to rape Bill Cosby live on the air on episode 50.
You know? And call that hotline.
And you're not. Who are you? Think you're gonna throw your balls in my chin, and you're not. Who are you? Think you're gonna throw your balls in my chin, and you're not. My IQ is 13 times more better than yours. You think you're gonna throw your balls in my chin, and you're not. You think you're gonna throw your balls in my chin, and you're not. You think you're gonna throw your balls in my chin, and you're not. The bullet through your fucking forehead. Who are you, bro? 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 Oh, Booney, why don't you go fucking make a knife and go prove the fact that you're not gay?
Oh yeah, another one in the trash can.